Also, remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
I went to Twitter and they was like, "What?" But you can't go by me because
it's actually a regional thing. It's a
regional thing.
Yeah, it's like
it's a Midwestern thing.
It's a Midwest thing. You know, K-Mega don't do it, but some other I know people in New Orleans that do it.
Okay, so let just say it one more time. What is it that you say that you like to eat, Sir X-Man? Oh, you don't want
Alfredo.
No. You didn't want to sit there and let the public know. Ladies and gentlemen, the GRG podcast is alive.
You know what he doing.
Fish, perch, and spaghetti on the side with me. Thank you.
Black folk don't eat that. Black folk don't eat no
Yes, they do.
That's a lie.
No.
Yes, they do. Even D know that.
Yes, they do.
That's some kind of that's a voodoo ritual or
you
something.
one of them new age black folks.
I don't know what that is.
You're in the suburbs, ain't you?
Okay.
No. I live in the suburbs now, but that's not where I grew up at.
I'm about to test your blackness, bro. I'm about to test your blackness. You ever had corn water hot bread?
Hell yeah. What you talking about?
You got a little saving grace now.
Bro, with chitlins and hog maws and greens. What?
But I don't like chitlins.
No, I don't like chitlins either. Don't let me bring it out. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the GRG podcast is live, and now what's going on here? Welcome to the Soul Food Podcast, where we only talk about what black folks eat. Anyway, no, what's happening, everybody? I do apologize that I didn't advertise this out. Let people know that we were going to do the podcast tonight. I was busy. I was doing stuff with my mother. And if y'all been paying attention, you understand that I've been, doing stuff with my mom for this whole time. But I had some doctor's appointments to take her to and things like that. So, didn't have time to get it. So please share this out. Let everybody know that we are live. Thank you for the people who's here. What's happening? But let me just say this. Hey man, put up a poll. I need to have a poll put up. Yo,
we don't do the poll.
Put up a poll. I need to know how many people will eat catfish and spaghetti together in one plate. Like that just
I like
don't
perch better, but it is what it is.
Catfish.
Well, you do that for an achievement, though.
Yeah.
See, there we go. All right, that's something we definitely gonna be talking about. We're gonna be doing it for the. Hey, I love it. I love it already. See, that's it. Right now, we got somebody new that's been first time on the GRG podcast already. She is she's come right in and fitting right in. So, hey, let's go ahead and get some information because I need some more information about because I think I ain't gonna say your real name, but you know, it starts with R. But hey, what's happening with you? Welcome to it starts with, you know what I'm saying? You know, R. Kelly was from Chicago. She's from Chicago.
Not mention R. Kelly.
See, why you that though?
Why you have to step in the name of love right now?
Stop.
Okay, all right.
I don't see nothing wrong.
Rob's a geek. How you doing? Welcome to GRG. Tell people about yourself, man. What you do. You know, content creating. If you do all that type of stuff, there's more stuff I need to know my damn self. But all I know really is that you are D's, homegirl, friend, enemy. I don't even know that much.
Not enemy. You see how he started shit? Ain't no enemies over here.
She just said, I just want to bring somebody on the podcast. I said, cool. So I'm just saying, but I'm already starting.
You see how you do?
I just realized something. We all hood here, man.
She felt that it has been a sausage fest for a while, so she asked me to come. Thank you.
Yes, it has, and it's always welcome for women to come to the game.
Welcome to the party.
But yeah, welcome. Tell people about yourself, man. Advertise yourself. Let people know what you got going on.
Well, I am Rob's a geek. I don't have any. I'm not a content creator as of yet. Been thinking about it, but I don't stream. I don't think I'm good enough to.
Don't ever think that, because I thought the same thing.
Stream.
I thought the same thing too. You know what? I thought the same thing too. And I'm finna stream you playing some.
I shall stream.
You see me? I'm like, this is bullshit.
Nice. So you just now stepping into the game. You've been doing this, but you are a gamer. You love games. What are some of your favorite games out there? So what's some of the games? How did you get started in the gaming? Like how far ago?
Well, I was gaming as a kid in the 80s and 90s.
Okay.
I'm up there in age.
All right. Okay. Mature adult.
Mature adult.
Yes.
I was mainly a Nintendo person back in the day. Then I stopped gaming in my teens. Then I started back, I think the Nintendo Wii had brought me back into gaming. And then I had then I jumped into PlayStation. I'm just not getting into Xbox now. But yeah, mainly PlayStation, Nintendo.
All right. Nice.
Don't beat me up.
I'm not.
No.
I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, as my boy Still Ray would say, if you like it, I love it. There's no big deal.
We got love for all systems up in here.
Love for all systems. You'll get that. There's going to be some PlayStation slander here a little bit later, but I mean, it's okay.
It ain't defamation, y'all.
Yeah, it's not defamation. It's always facts. But anyway, but you want to co-sign and rep, that's cool, because I do need to know, as a person, it's great to have you on, because I do need to know what people think about the situation with Spartacus and the pricing points and what we've heard that they offer. But yeah, thank you for coming on, man. It's an honor, for real. And
thank you.
This won't be the last time,
me.
for sure. All right. Well, let's go on to the next lady. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the. Well, she's been a part of the GRG podcast forever. So
He said,
yeah, I know.
Respect.
You got it. All right. Anyway, I was gonna call you that name again. It's a short for the other name.
No. You up for redemption right now for 2 weeks ago, so play nice with her.
I am playing nice. I was playing nice last week. Anyway, D, how you doing? What's going on?
I'm well. It has been. No, I'm just being messy. It's been a challenging week. I'm glad it's over. It's one of them weeks, y'all know what I mean, where you just like, Lord, just a couple more days, and you at work.
Friday yet? Like, is it Friday yet?
Right, a couple more hours, and then it's just like, oh Lord, finally off. Get to do what I want. Paid some bills. That shit hurt.
I know, right?
Always.
I know, man.
And then
January and February.
And then your bank be like, oh, so-and-so took the money. You like, you son of a bitch. I know I told you to take it. Ain't nobody told you to take it.
I thought I
told you to take it right now.
Sometimes don't keep checking that.
I'm like, take your stink ass money. All right.
Hell damn.
It was the cable bill, wasn't it?
No,
that was me.
My insurance. That shit was I'm charging my insurance company. Side note, because them mofos increased my insurance. And I was like, bitch, why y'all increase my insurance? They're like, oh, you bought a new car, so it is what it is. Now
they do.
It went back down, and I'm like, then why'd y'all charge? You know what? That's all right.
Well, remember, you got to remember this. If it's time for you to renew at that time, you run out of that 6 months. Oh, they were playing you.
Because they're like, I mean, it's a newer car, so it costs more to insure. I'm like, I'm with y'all hoes because I wanted to be under a certain price point. That's all right though, because every couple of months I try to search around for insurance, and I did that, and they're like, oh, we can insure you for $250. I was like, let me go back to my insurance company because that's way too high.
Oh, thank God I've been with State Farm forever.
They be taking the money now, but I'm good. My bad. I
I get it. Adulting things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, I get it. I know.
Better to be covered and not to be covered. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm over here. After I had to make a choice on what game I wanted to get because I was looking like, it's not like, since I got injured and stuff. So now, what I'm saying, my funds is a little limited. I have to put myself back, instead of me just like, oh shit, I'm gonna get on 5 of them this month. But y'all gotta pick and choose because there's bills that gotta be paid. So
you had to say either get these games or I said, don't pay auto insurance. He had a choice.
No. Auto insurance is we pay a bundle over here, and that shit's $235. So we good. That's
the more cars you have, though.
Oh, true,
the
but
cheaper it is.
Also having a CDL helps, and on top of that, having your certification of your driver's, what is that thing? I got it right here. Some type of certificate. I went ahead and set that.
You know what? I need to do that shit.
I did it. I set that for 8 hours.
But that's what I miss about Illinois. They used to give you a safety certificate every year.
That's what that is.
When you had a clear driver's license. Down here in Tennessee, they don't do that.
Out here, it's for life. Once you get it, you good. So I set the 8 hours.
I need to do it.
I did it. 8 hours.
I need to do it.
Got my certificate. It's right there. It's sitting right there by the black gentleman that came with the Battlefield 1 collection.
Oh, the lighter thingy.
Yeah. So
I bought that off of what you call it. It's lit.
Yeah, it's lit. Yeah. So it got the black gentleman, like the Hellfighter. But
so can I say this for people that don't know about the new update yet?
I gotta introduce you, man. This isn't the life.
Everybody knows who I am. I don't need to introduce myself. Everybody know me.
All right, Sir X-Man, ladies. People ain't trying to hear about bills. Hell, they trying to get away from bills.
I was talking about the new update to the Xbox.
That shit hurt. I'm sorry. I had to testify. That shit hurt it.
You know how I feel when man, I was like, damn, I forgot that came out.
Oh my goodness. All right. So let's get Sir X-Man. Thank you for coming on, brother. Appreciate it.
You know it, bro. I got you every time.
You know what I'm saying?
As long as you don't drink today, we be cool.
No. You know what? I got
you was sloppy?
Oh my God! A couple of weeks ago, and it was embarrassing. I had my reasonings, but you know what I'm saying. I should have just canceled the show.
Caliber up in here that night.
I kept everybody on late, and man, it was just embarrassing, man.
All right, that alcohol.
Because I don't even remember everything. Oh yeah, it was that.
But if they blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the alcohol.
I don't. So everybody came back everybody was willing to come back to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? At some later date or whatever. So obviously it just wasn't a wreck. So, but I did kind of lose a little bit of my bearings of what the hell was going on.
And you had issues, man. Like I told you, man. You had things outside of the show that was.
It'd be like that.
fluttering you, man. So, it's all good. It happens.
All right. So let's get to it. All right, man.
Ready for me to tell people real quick?
Oh, well, yeah.
For those who don't know. All right, everyone. With the update Microsoft gave us most recently, I haven't been on that much, but I saw it. If you don't know it, if you hit your dashboard, the center button on your controller, and you move all the way over to the right side, you go down, you can launch Twitch from there. You can title it and do everything you want to do, and then just launch Twitch right from there. It's a godsend instead of keep going to the app like we used to have to. Man, y'all got to check into that and, get into streaming. You do have to have your streaming key and everything logged in through the app. But once you do that, you're all set up to run it. And you good to go. It's sweet, ain't it, D?
It's just like, remember when the Xbox
had it before where you could launch it.
And that shit was right there. I'm kind of hoping they're looking into more, I don't want to call it legacy, but I hope they're looking into more features similar to that, because that's how it used to be on the Xbox One.
Right.
With Snap and stuff. It was so fluid. Boom, boom. You ain't got to worry about it. So it's a nice, I don't want to say shadow, but it kind of came out of nowhere. Because they're like, hey, here's this new feature. It's available now. So I haven't tried it yet.
I just found it by myself.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I launched it a little bit just for a test. It was smooth. It launches your camera because I got my Kinect hooked up still to my Xbox. So it launches everything. And if you look, it says your streaming setup. So it's set up for more streaming applications, but I think they don't have it set up yet. So I saw that. If they update it, you can launch YouTube from there? Oh,
please, Lord,
man, that's going to be beast.
Because it said streaming providers, and I was like, why would you word it like that if it's just Twitch? So I did notice that, because I've been begging for YouTube for years.
Mm-hmm. And you can have your own camera, and it'll launch right there. You can title it, and if you title it right, it'll go right to YouTube in the title. Because remember, it accepts party chats too, K-Mega. So you can have all your crew in the game with you while you're talking to people playing.
They really did. I think it's a good job. We'll see how it goes.
It's so much quicker than going to the app.
Well, you know what? And that's another thing too, because I got, other than this crazy message, which I just seen it, where this from somebody named Melody, and she says, "Hi, I want to." She says, "I want to be someone's girlfriend. Want to exchange photos." No,
I don't know.
What the hell?
What was this?
On Xbox Live, but I'm looking at.
I always block that stuff. I don't pay attention.
You don't get requests because there's like I don't know if it's standard, but if somebody like messages you out of nowhere, mine goes to requests. So I don't even see that.
You can set that up.
I just gave her some pictures. I was seeing if I was going to get some pictures back. No, I'm just playing.
Zero, block them. They're trying to hack.
Let me read this. That came from it came from Xbox, and I was wondering. It came when I was on the next podcast last night, and it says Starry 122 party chat looking for groups and game invites will no longer be available in the app, the Xbox console companion app on Windows devices. If you want to continue using these features, you can access them through the Xbox bar by pressing the Windows logo, key plus G, or by clicking on the down below button and download it. And you can download the 3 Xbox, or I could just download it, which is different for me because I change, because that's how I do my streaming. I always do it from that app. So I'm just going to have to.
You don't have to do it from the app. If you have a controller set up to your PC or your other devices, all you got to do is hit the Xbox light thing on your controller, and it'll pull all that right up at the top. And you can have your party chat stay there with you. You can make it invisible, or you can have it in like translucent on your screen. I usually put it on the third screen on my PC, the second screen on my PC. Oh, I have a triple screen PC. I'm good.
Oh God, here we go.
Pardon.
Oh my goodness. All right, so let me read the super chat from Dragonheart. Yo, B.
What up, Yo, B?
Oh man, he added the TV. He's been out here doing some
he been clowning, man.
Spaces. He's been on podcasts out here now. He call himself big time. I'm T-Yobi TV now. All right. So he said, love, he says, peace, love, life. Everyone, K-Meg, I love you, brother. I'm always going to be here for you. And that's enough said, brother. Thank you for all. Thank you for all you. I think that's due. You know what I'm saying? Legendary Mega Man. Thank you so much, brother. Yobi, look, it's.
Yobi the man.
Oh yeah, Yobi's fantastic, man. He's a pearl in the society, man. In the gaming community, man. He's a fantastic.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Go at it, but he the man.
Yeah, I appreciate Yobi so much, man. More than he knows, even though he's a hoot nanny and I'm the hoot daddy.
Oh.
Anyway,
no, I can be the hoot daddy because I'm the oldest up in here.
Oh man, you're the hoot grandpappy.
And I got the longest time on Xbox. Thank you very much.
Okay, you know what that is? I do have a time limit. I want to get to some topics so we can get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to see. This is what got me in trouble last time. You wanted to ramble and talk, and I start drinking. And all right,
I wanted to ramble.
Anyway, so let's talk about Street Fighter 6 for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, please, let's not talk about what the rumors were circling around about. I've seen pictures. I don't know if y'all saw those pictures too, where people was talking about. You saw the pictures? Yeah. See, there they go. So I'm like, all right.
That real daddy material.
Oh, he's thick.
Oh, stop it.
He's solid.
That beard.
That's cloth.
And he got a beard?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Love beard. Stop playing with him.
Both our kids are gone, and we good now.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so there was the reveal, and as we talked about last week, you know, I gave my thoughts on, and also on Noof's podcast. Shout out to Noof Nukem. I gave my thoughts on either it's Pragmata, Street Fighter. That's and I've said something else on Monster Hunter, but I was just thinking like, Monster Hunter would probably be something that would be a bigger title to be talked about and shown probably on E3. So I was thinking more. I was leaning more to Street Fighter 6. And sure enough, it was Street Fighter 6. A lot of people playing on the logo. I understand. I get it. But let's go to our guest. You know what I'm saying? So Rob's a geek. What was your first initial thoughts? I don't know if you went to fighters or not, but when you saw the trailer, what did it bring back some nostalgia? And did it make you feel like, oh, is this? I'm cool with that. Are you excited about this game coming out?
I might have to see some gameplay. Haven't played fighters in a while, but I am thinking about doing some fighters in the near future because the fighters I've been seeing, like Guilty Gear.
He just bust up in here.
All right. Oh, I'm like, what was in here?
What? My dog. It's Austin.
Her daughter. Dog.
Austin just bust in here. My bad, y'all.
Okay. That's why I throw my cats out. But anyway, it looks I would say I will wait for the gameplay, and fighting games are hot right now because they look really good.
See, that's what I'm talking about now.
Hey, Rob, fighting games have never ended. They've always been hot. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. But she's checking them out now. Like, I mean, there could be a reason for that.
I didn't say nothing bad. I'm glad she's checking them out now, man. That's a good thing. That
is a good thing. If we have more women that want to get into fighters, then that's a huge come up for fighters because
dude, we know some women that can smoke us, and we fought them.
I know we had them on fight night. Yeah, they kicked our ass.
They can smoke us.
Yeah. No, there was a couple of them that. Matter of fact, we have one that comes
go there, D.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna go there. We got somebody that's like an honorary, person that comes on GRG. Michi dies a lot. She whooped his ass. She whooped Sir X-Man's ass.
She beat me one time out of 9 fights, dude. Come on.
All those fights were close.
Hold on, didn't she get whooped?
I beat her about 9 times.
But he was trying as hard as he was trying as hard as he
dude, she played with that true. Okay, we're going around about.
Struggling. And better, and then she got his ass.
She found her character, dude.
Can we play with somebody else? Yeah, so anyway.
Yobi sent you something in thing. You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, correction. I'm Daddy Hoot Nanny.
I'm okay. I'll be the pappy hoot nanny, whatever.
I'm happy, Lord of mercy.
Oh my God.
Y'all
but
funny.
okay, so all right, so
y'all hungry.
This is two big questions. So I'll just go on to and move on to D. What do you think, man? This is got you a little excited. I know that you're not really into fighters like that, but would you jump on and play a little bit of Street?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't played since 2 new challengers. But between Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and all them, Street Fighter is the only one I actually played for real.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely want to see some gameplay. I'm not great at fighters. Definitely a button masher, so I definitely want to be picking it up. But I'm nosy, so I like to see what's new, see how it's playing. I thought that's what it was going to be, because I was like, it's been a really long time since 5.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were like, oh, something's coming, what is it? I was like, watch it be Street Fighter 6. Because, like Rob said, I mean, fighters have not gone anywhere, yes. But I hate to say it like this, but I feel like fighters have kind of gotten to the point where, like, there's money involved. You see in tournaments and, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a hot thing in the last couple, 5-6 years. So it made sense that it was going to be Street Fighter 6. That's going to be conventions, that's going to be matches and all that, especially with like G4 back. So it made the most sense to me because I didn't know what else it could have been. I mean, that came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Except Street Fighter. I feel like Street Fighter's been the most dormant. They've been killing it with the new Resident Evils. So we'll see how it is, but I definitely won't be playing it. But there are just some games where I'd rather watch them actually play it.
Oh, so you want to watch that, what you say, that thickness or whatever? So, okay, go ahead.
I only saw get off the damn trash. I only saw.
Damn, I think I was being trashy, but I'm just playing.
No, because we had some jerk chicken this week, and my dog went in and made a stash of the bones in her cage. So now she's going back to the source, trying to get. She's about to topple over the trash because she
like that sauce, girl.
The sauce, yes. So she thought I wasn't looking, and I'm looking, and I can see you in the trash. But yeah, some games I'm just like, I'll watch it, I'll see it. All I saw was the screenshot of it with the wideness, and I was just like, that's right, damn. So I didn't see the trailer. I didn't see anything else but that one picture. I saw he had a beard, which I was like, okay, he beard gang now, right? Yeah, know I like the beard. So I was like, okay, beard, come through. And that was all I saw about it. And then it got officially announced, and I was like, cool beans. And I just kind of haven't really paid attention since.
Hey, cool beans is my line. You can't be using that.
All right. So, Sir X-Man, what about you, man? Was you excited? Without going too far, because I do got a second question to ask you guys with this game. But was you excited about it when you first seen the reveal? And what did you think? Like, I mean, do you think that these are the graphics that's going to be in the game?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So
I've seen, how many Street Fighters have we seen where they showed us videos and clips, like the beginning trailers and stuff like that, and the character looks like that, and you be like, ooh, that's what he's going to look like in the game? And then you get into the game, and he doesn't look like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. That's like
he's close to it, but he doesn't look like that in the Street Fighter game. That's just his visuals for show. I want to see how he looks, how the mechanics are, like Rob said. Sorry, I've got to get. I'm gonna say a geek said.
Yeah.
Rob's is fine. I can. That's
all right. You can deal with that. All right, cool.
Call me, so.
All right. Like she said, you know what I'm saying? I was hoping that they were gonna show, a new Marvel versus Capcom with improved stuff.
Yeah, that was the other game that I was talking
about. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping they were going to show their Power Stones that they're supposed to be coming out in 2024. I'm looking for things like that. I'm not looking for another Resident Evil because I don't play Resident Evil anymore. I'm the old school type Resident Evil, But it looked good. If they stay with what they showed they were going to stay with, I can get behind it. And let it be multi-plat. That's the big thing.
Well, see, there you go, right there. I was just.
I can get behind it, and I didn't know, bro. But you asked my opinion, so it came out like that. I apologize.
Yeah, that was my next question. Was that What do you guys think? Do you think that this game is going to actually now become a multi-plat? Or do you think that maybe PlayStation or someone else will get the rights back to it like they did with Street Fighter V? So I'll start off with Jeannie on this one, or D, as I say.
Oh, okay. I was like, who there?
I always do it. I always do that. I always do it.
I never heard you call her Jeannie.
I call her Jeannie all the time. I say Jeannie because
I'm like, who that?
her dog is called Ginger, right? So I shortened it by saying Jeannie. So and that's why I know that that's her dog's name. That's not her name. So it gets me confused. So that's what I should just call you Curvy Titan, but you know.
Yo, man, what's in the water in Oklahoma, bro?
We got that good well water out here. I know that.
Not well water.
Well water, that good shit. Anyway, so
God,
Jazzy Dude,
I don't know
appreciate it.
about
One of the members of the GRG podcast, man. Really appreciate it, man. Being here since damn near day one, man. Really do appreciate it. So yeah, also I got to do some listening. If you want to become a member, go ahead and do that. That means a lot. That helps the channel. That helps everything else for me to just keep doing what I'm trying to do, and also will give me to get the show back on Spotify and all the rest of the places again. So I will definitely, if you guys are interested, then go ahead and do that. Hook it up. That'd be greatly appreciated. But all right, what about you, D?
Yeah. I can't say for certain it will be multiplayer. However, what I will say is, if it was exclusive, I feel like we would have heard it was by now. That's my logic. Like, if it was just like play first here or play whatever here, that would be, something that came out in conjunction with the announcement. Play it first, play it whatever. So I think right now, I guess it's an assumption that it's multi-plat, but I just feel like nowadays with people, companies, I should say, kind of grabbing exclusivity or marketing rights when and where they can, that would have been the first thing. So
yeah,
I'm thinking it's going to be a multi-plat based on that.
No doubt. No, me and you feel the same way. What about you, Robs? You feel the same way, or do you think that that PlayStation is going to nab it again?
I think it'll be multi-plat. Like, I wouldn't say it wouldn't be exclusive to PlayStation or any other platform, but they'll be losing money. Like, just going just one straight platform, and Street Fighter is like the ultimate fighter game. Like this,
especially with supplies as they are right now. Especially with supplies.
So yeah, no, that makes perfect sense because I'm that's exactly my initial thought too. Is Sony would have already had this plastered, and it wouldn't have been Capcom that would have announced this game. It would have been Sony that would have announced Street Fighter 6, and it didn't matter if Street Fighter is coming out in 2024, 2025, 2026. They would have let you know. Listen, get your dollars ready if you can't get a PlayStation 5. We understand we got a chip shortage, but don't worry about that. Put a little change up. Make sure that you get that PlayStation 5 because Street Fighter 6 is ready in 2025. Like, well, Street Fighter 6 is probably going to come out, I feel, early 2023 or early 2024. Yeah, I don't see it coming out this year at all. But yeah, no, I totally agree with both of you guys, and well, all three of us, because I know Sir X-Man, you said the same thing. So why don't you give us your explanation of why you think that it's a multi-plat? At all damn times.
He's mute.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, is he?
He's mute?
Oh, they want that bag, man, from Microsoft. That's all.
Oh,
they want that bag.
Oh,
they know Microsoft giving up the bag, and they want to make that money. That's it. I'm done. Bye.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Damn.
That's that on that.
Okay.
Hey, I get right to the point, man. Ain't no sense in beating around the bush, bro.
We've been beating around the bush ever since we started the show.
No, that's funny.
Anyway, all right, that's funny.
There you go again.
I know.
Give me them bullets, man. Give me them bullets. Please.
Yeah, no,
I ain't heard them in a minute.
Well, now let me. You know what I do? I need to test out my because I got another update, and I do need to test out the soundboard because I haven't done it yet. So let's. Got him! Okay, yeah, it works. All right, good deal. All right, so okay, we good. But anyway,
oh God, so, I need a Tylenol now.
Good, get ready because when you start saying some wild shit, I'm about to hit you with it. But okay, so here's another thought, and I know that it's going to be multiplayer. Well, I don't know, but I'm assuming, and I feel very strongly that Street Fighter 6 is going to be multiplat. But there's something that Crispy said last night that got me thinking. This game might come on Game Pass. Because remember what Phil Spencer said when the whole Street Fighter V situation happened. And gamers were truly pissed. Like, come on, man. Like, how did you let this happen? But Sony, they paid for the funding for the game. Street Fighter V, when it first launched, was absolutely horrible. Now Street Fighter V is actually really good. For anybody that wants to go back and play it now, when it's complete, the last character came out last November. Gameplay's great. It looks amazing. So like,
is it on Game Pass?
No. It's not. It's only on PlayStation. So it's on PlayStation and PC. Okay. So yeah, no. But Street Fighter 6 though, remember Phil Spencer did say he's going to make it up to us. So because he said he do feel bad about that situation, just like he also said that he will make it up to the Xbox gamers about bringing in more Japanese games to the platform. So as we see, Atlas is finally bringing one of their damn game to the Xbox platform. It blows my damn mind. No, it's not Persona right now. I can't think of the name of what the game was because it wasn't a topic that we was going to talk about. But
it's Soul Hackers.
Soul Hackers. Thank you very much. Soul Hackers 2. Soul Hackers.
I'm an Atlas fan, so.
Okay, cool. So which looks good. Doesn't look as good as Persona, of course, because Persona is a bigger game with Atlas, but it does have that vibe, and so it looks good. I'm definitely going to support. So for gamers out there, please go out there and support. So anyway, going back to the Street Fighter point, what would be a great thank you to the fans if they got Street Fighter to come to Game Pass and put that on the Xbox? Now, how great would that be? So I think there might be something to that because, like I said, Street Fighter probably won't come out until sometime 2023, maybe early 2024. But I don't know. I think that's something to keep our eyes on. And Sir X-Man, to also add to your one point, I do think that the graphics that they showed, because they wanted to show off their new engine, that new engine that they got, what's it called, re-engine or something. I think I think the Street Fighter is going to be more of a 3D type 2D fighter. I think that those models are going to look very close to what we
like Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Yeah, well, like EX, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I love that game.
Oh yeah, I did too. So yeah, no, I think those graphics are going to be pushing pretty close. I really do, because that going back and looking at Devil May Cry 5, I couldn't believe how good that game looked.
That game is fire, dude.
That game is amazing. If you've not played that, please play it. It is so good. So, all right, but yeah, that was one of my.
And the bosses are like Dark Souls in that damn game.
Yeah, some of they're not like Dark Souls. Trust me, I'm playing.
I know what you're talking about, but still, they were hard bosses for Devil May Cry.
But that was a good segue, man. So here we go. Elden Ring. All the talk, all the buzz, everything about this game has been given. I mean, I haven't seen scores like this. I don't really keep up with the scores like that. But I mean, when you pop out 9s and 10s like they popped out here, then you look at reviews. I don't really pay attention to reviews, but because this game has got so much buzz, I've caught myself watching about 4 or 5 reviews, and they talk about how magnificent this game is. And I hate Dark Souls. But it made me buy the damn game. So I got to ask you guys this. Yeah, I know. I mean, I fell for the hype. So the question I got, because this is a little, we're gonna get a little deep with this because it goes even further than just Elden Ring. But Do you feel, not just by your, not even from just if you had your experience before playing other Dark Souls games or whatever, but just from the hype standpoint and for all the stuff that you've seen and heard about the game so far since it's been out, do you feel that this game is a Game of the Year candidate? I'm going to go straight to you on this with Sir X-Men first.
No.
Explain.
Okay, to me, I've watched people play it. I don't have until time for that kind of game that has there's a time suck. I don't have it because of the job and everything else. But to me, it
play the game
like,
that works.
I don't know.
That's funny. I'm sorry. That's funny.
We ain't even gonna go there, dude. Leave that alone right now. I'm working 7 days a week to get loot. All right, let me do me thing. All right, but to me, when I look at I've looked at the gameplay. I look at a lot of people's gameplay, and it looks like an upgraded Elder Scrolls. It really does, So I can't say anything. If that's how they want graphically go, that's how they want to graphically go. The gameplay, when I see them playing with the dungeons, I saw them in one of those caves, man. It looked just like an Elder Scrolls cave with better graphics, So no one's talking. If you notice, no one's talking about the graphics of the game. They're just talking about the gameplay.
I noticed that.
And I cannot believe people actually went back to the gameplay of the game for the review. Usually it's about the graphics. When did we go back to that? Because it's always been about that for the past few years. That's the part that bothers me. And the game is bricking consoles. And the game is bricking some consoles.
I haven't heard that.
Or was it Horizon Zero Dawn?
That's a ride for me. That's break.
Oh, that's a Sony project. Okay,
there you go. Throwing shade. See, look, we got a guess.
I haven't heard that was breaking.
Yeah, no.
I said it was gonna come out every now and then. All right, I'm sorry.
Lord have mercy.
Well, you are jumping the gun, but go ahead. We're just talking about Elden Ring right now.
Okay, but for what it is, it looks good. For what it is. But I was expecting it to look better because when you saw the trailers of it, and they said that was real in-engine gameplay when you were seeing these screenplays, it does not look nothing like what they said it was. That's why I said it looks like an updated Elder Scrolls. Because you did the same thing in Elder Scrolls. You had to go back, get your potions and stuff like that and all that to be high enough. And you could escape so you can get high enough to go beat another boss and stuff like that you couldn't get through because you weren't powerful enough, just like Elder Scrolls. You had horses in Elder Scrolls. Some places you had fast travel in Elder Scrolls. That's why when I'm looking at it, I see a harder version of Elder Scrolls. And that's not a bad thing because that's a high-scoring series. But for them to have it up like this high, and a lot of people have not even finished the game, sorry, that's unexcusable. It really is. Look at me. Okay, my favorite game that got perfect 10s across the board was a 2003 game. You know what I'm going to say? Burnout 3 Takedown. Everybody, they played it to the end, and they said, perfect game. And I played it and played online. They said the online is perfect. I'm just giving an example, K-Mega. The online was perfect. For its time, the gameplay was perfect. It was running at 60 frames a second on older consoles. So, compared to what this is now, all I see is an upgraded Elder Scrolls. I repeat again. Probably good gameplay, good crafting, and a whole bunch of other things. But that's what I see. And I can't understand why it's rating so high. I know From Software is a great game developer, but I don't see it. Maybe because I'm not a Dark Souls person. And because those games are hard. My sons have beaten them, all of them. But I can never get into it. I watch them play, and it's like they repeat stuff over and over and over and over and over again. Then they got to go back and get the same thing that you got. And it's like, and it's permadeath.
Somebody in the chat's giving you some smoke, so I got to throw this out.
I know I'm gonna get smoke. I'm not worried about that smoke. I don't even pay attention to Twitter.
So I wanted to sit here and say, Fahim Scott, he says, so then Forza is an upgrade for what game then? Since you're saying that Elden,
and Forza Horizon is an upgrade from the previous Forzas. I mean, but it's a great game. Forza. I know that's what I'm saying, but it is an upgrade from the previous Forza.
You know, just let y'all know that the chat's listening. They just
I know, people feel it. And you are right, but it puts you in a different environment. Okay. I can't fault you for that. What up, Scott? How you doing, buddy?
So would you say, from what you've seen, would you say that Forza Horizon 5 is a better looking game than Elden Ring?
Graphically, yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, graphically, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, graphically, yes. As far as immersion, I do like the fact that Elden Ring is co-op. That part I like. Because if you have to go through those hard missions.
Well, Bloodborne was co-op. Dark
Souls 3 was co-op also.
Was co-op. I don't know about Dark Souls 2 and 1, but yeah. And I don't know. Demon Souls, can anybody? I don't think Demon Souls is
Demon Souls is single player.
I think it's just single player. But it's not as hard. I think it's the easiest one out of all of them, I think.
But you and your friends have the ability to level up together somewhere. That if we know this boss is too strong, we can both go level up together, and it'll be easier for us to beat them together. I know the game makes it, most games like that, makes it more harder when you go co-op, but it's still easier to beat them when you two combine to figure it out. That's the part I like about the game. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's a good game, but it's not for me. It looks good for what it's trying to do.
So you don't. So okay. Going back to the main point, you don't look at that game as a game of the year contender.
Not in my eyes, considering what else we got coming out.
I mean, that's year. All that really. I mean, it's your eyes. It's you. So how you feel is the most important, not anybody else. But that but there,
I might have a different fact. You're right. I might have a different feel. Somebody else out there, like me, thinks it's the greatest game in the world. I can't get mad about that. Everybody has their own different genre, different styles, different types of games that they like. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So, all right, go ahead.
Yeah. So D, what about you? Do you think that this Elden Ring, since they've given all this props for this game, the game of the year? Like, I mean, people are already clowning this to be the game that's going to win it.
I have a couple of thoughts on this.
Right. Okay.
On Elden Ring in general. First thought is I'm glad it's getting well received because, when the game was being talked about, there was a lot of hype. Keely and them, we see how hype a game could get built up so high and then live nowhere near those expectations.
Death Stranding, yes.
So because I had a lot of friends that were excited for it. So I'm glad it came out to high acclaim. The fans are loving it, this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. Now, again, this is not a game that I would be checking out. So I can't say, oh yeah, it's game of the year. It's game of the year. It's extremely early. It's February. There are 10 more months left. A lot of releases this year. A lot of releases in February by itself. I can't say if it will or will not be, if they're going based on score. But one thing I do want to point out is how this game has gotten high scores. And I can't say whether it's deserved or not, because again, I haven't played it. It's not my cup of tea. But I do want to call out how it's just like, this can be game of the year. If y'all want to talk about Forza, Forza also got a 10 by IGN.
Facts.
And the conversation wasn't, is this game of the year? It was, this can't be because it's a racing game. So I want to point that out because I remember those conversations. It's just a racing game. It's like a game is a game. If it's getting intense, that shit get intense.
Like, Three Takedown got 10s, like I said.
So I think by score alone, I think it definitely should be a contender, objectively. I can't say if it will or not. There's still so much stuff to come out. There are some surprise games coming out. That happens every year. People just drop a game. And it's like, So far so good. It just may be it, but it's also I don't want to say niche. I don't know what adjective to use. It's not a game for everybody to pick up and play.
Right.
Which was the same thing with, Returnal versus Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank's gotten a lot of recognition because it's family friendly, it's cute, it's funny, things like that. Forza got the same recognition. You can pick it up with accessibility, inclusion, things like that. So I think if it doesn't get Game of the Year, or at least as a contender, that might be the logic behind it, which is okay. Like, the thing is, and I wish people would recognize this, not everything is for everybody, and that is okay. Y'all hear me all the time, like, I'm not going to buy it, but it looks cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to appeal to everybody to be good. People have this perception, well, I don't want to play it, it's shit. Like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean others aren't going to. So I hope they address the issues with PC stability and optimization and all that, because I was just on YouTube and I saw so many, like, I don't appreciate my YouTube not being customized anymore. I just get random shit on my feed. But it was just like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I pay for premium. I don't like that.
You have to go into your personal settings to change that.
I'm gonna have to do that because I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff. But they're talking about how the 1.02 patch helped some things for PC and some things it didn't. So, y'all know I'm one of those where it's just like, I need it to work. I can't play if it doesn't work. So I hope if there are any concerns that they kind of iron that out. But people seem to be looking past it. So maybe it's not as monumental as it's been made out to be. But from what I'm seeing in the interwebs and such, and people talking about it, it's definitely a contender. Short story long.
All right, great point. All right, what about you, Rob? Is this a game that you feel that's going to be the last one standing at the end of the year when it comes to Game of the Year contenders?
Just to touch on D, it's early. It is February, and there are other games that are coming out, and we still have E3 and other shows that showcase games. It's not my cup of tea, so I cannot say it will be. It more than likely it will be because people love those types of games.
Mm-hmm.
See, life is hard, and I don't want to play a game that's even harder. So no.
What great point!
I got enough stress in my life. I don't need this.
Hell, we were talking about bills earlier.
Right?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
With me, I'm more of a GRPG person.
Oh, that's right. This is the end of the month, so everybody's wallet.
He needs some milk.
Everybody's wallet.
And January, February, no joke. Every year, no joke.
Year, right after Christmas, that's holidays. It's a problem. But go ahead, Ross.
But yeah, I'm more of a JRPG person. I'm a weeb, so I'm not really into Western style games. But I was looking at reviews. I'm like, wow,
I never seen anything like it.
Like, it's like Billy Porter in my head, 10s across the board. I'm like, whoa. And the lower, only people that talk, like, looking at some of the lower ones, like the 9s and the 8s, like, they talked about the issues. And then I saw an article earlier, like, posted, and there was like a couple of tweets posted earlier before the podcast that there's no customization for minorities. And like dude had like
racism is real.
I'm like, you try to create a black character with a bob. You looking like Saucy Santana and shit with armor on.
I was going to get into that, but I'm glad that you brought that up. Keep going.
No. Please.
She belongs here. I like the way she talks. I like that. She bring it real, dude. She bring it real.
My bad, yeah, that shit was
No, Bob.
You better have her here next week so I can listen to her while I'm at work.
Oh my God. Man, stop it. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, Robs.
I gotta mute.
I know you don't.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. No shade to anyone that loves those types of games.
You like Final Fantasy type games, don't you?
Yeah, like
I knew it.
And also to touch on the graphics, I noticed too that like some of the Western style looking games are looking kind of outdated.
Wait a minute, you're looking at a Western. I don't know if you're looking at the gameplay here, but this is Cyberpunk. This is Western. That ain't looking outdated. You can't tell me that. Come on, Paul.
How is Cyberpunk Western if it's European?
Cyberpunk different. That's different.
Because it's Western is all of Europe and in United States.
So like I'm talking about like the style, because it's like the style for an RPG, a Western style RPG looks like the knights and
Mass Effect. Right.
But like like that's
Red Dead Redemption.
No,
not like Red Dead Redemption. No. I'm talking about like the role playing games. I'm talking about the RPG.
Yeah. She's talking about more like Witcher and Cavalry and
like
stuff
my bad. I'm like,
Okay.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking the Western RPG style. Like I know it's made by a Japanese company, but it's like a Western style. RPG.
I hear you.
I'm trying to.
Who made Elden Ring?
From Software.
From Software.
From. Okay, cool.
Yeah, From Software.
Okay. Yeah, it's like they kind of look outdated because like the Final Fantasy.
Love Final
Souls type game looks kind of, the graphics looks kind of outdated. It looks like PS3 area, honestly.
And the only one. See,
it looks ugly. The gameplay looks serious. I love the game. Yeah, but like the graphics, and they have that generic character that's been almost in the past three Final Fantasy.
Just say what I said. It looks like an updated Elder Scrolls. It does.
Yeah. It looks like any other role playing. It looks like any other Souls game. It looks pretty, but it's not my cup of tea.
It's brighter to me. Like I feel like Bloodborne was dark, like overcast. That makes sense.
Well, that's because everybody turned the brightness up. There's a brightness level when you do RPGs.
That's not. Oh my God, Serge, man, chill. All right,
no, bro, the sun's out.
I think with Bloodborne, I think Bloodborne has like a gothic aesthetic compared
to Victorian,
compared to the European euphorian type. What's the other Japanese one? The Sekiro. I'm sorry.
Sekiro.
Oh, let it be country. Let it go. I like it.
Oh, Lord.
I love it. But yeah, no,
you done got him started.
But the Sekiro look good, K Megan, when you put it in when you had it in your streams.
Oh yeah, Sekiro.
Yeah.
The earlier part of the game looks. Yeah, the earlier part of the game looks kind of okay. But the further that you get into Sekiro, that's breathtaking. Just too bad. I need to buy that game again so I can. Well, I never bought it. A game shared it with my homeboy that passed away, but I got to get that game again so I could finally.
Man, my condolences, man.
My condolences as well.
Don, I know. You know what I'm saying? Sir X-Man just hit me up last minute and he was like, hey man, I'm free. Let me just come on. So I know, man, we got ladies here. He won't shut up. Let him talk. So I don't know.
You ain't right, Don. You ain't right, buddy. I'll go to Xbox and say something foul to you. Keep it up.
Oh my God. But go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish
but it's not my cup of tea. But if it's, I wouldn't be surprised if it is game of the year contender.
All right. Now, all right, so I would be 100% behind everybody's point, but this is the problem, right? Okay, so I was one of the fools that fell, that I succumbed to the throat needle and fell for the hype. You know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and
Battlefield, right? Like Battlefield, right?
I love Battlefield. So you know what I'm saying? I
know I love Battlefield too, but
that's a whole nother can of worms. I don't even want to get into that. But this game, but I will say this, right? Because I'm not a fan of the Souls games either. I bought Souls 2. Well, Souls 2 was free on Games with Gold. Souls 1 and 2, actually. So I played
3 too. They gave 3 away. Too.
Oh, well, I bought 3, though. I bought 3 twice. I bought it on PC. I bought it on Xbox first, and then I bought it on PC because I was like, this game moves like ass. Why is it so slow? Why? It's garbage. Like, I'm like, what is this? And so I'm like, well, maybe if I, put it on PC and I build my PC so the frames would be going. It didn't change anything. It just looked prettier, getting me smashed. And I couldn't even get past the first dude in armor. I just couldn't get past. I got so frustrated. I fought that bastard on and off for like 3 days. And I said, you know what? Uninstall. Done. This is stupid. Like, I could be playing hundreds of other games instead of playing this, right? But for who love it, it's all good. I'm not going to knock you for that, right? Knowing that, like I said, I was looking at the reviews. I'm looking at all that. I'm not a person that cares about reviews and things like that. So the 10s and stuff didn't bother me. I mean, didn't get me. It was the reviews. And I'm listening to, like I said, I listened to 5 different reviews. And I read from people that's pretty reputable and that I feel that's pretty credible on what they say, and I'm like, okay, all right. And what sold it on me, and my boy So Shady, he kept hitting me up like, man, and he sent me something. And I'm not a skills up guy like that. I don't listen. I listen to a couple other things, but I totally disagreed with him on one of his reviews. And so I was like, I can't listen, saying, even though he does a great job with his videos and stuff like that, the game that he was talking bad about, I was just like, I don't agree and don't care. But Skill Ups brought a whole bunch of great points about this. And then there was another person that was in the same boat as me that was like, I am not going to jump into this game knowing that I'm going to get thrashed and it's a waste of time when there's other games out here that's available. But then that person played that game early, and then they hit me up in the DMs. It's like, Mega, this game's a little bit different. I don't know what it is, but it's different. And so I said, fuck it. All right. Went ahead and got it. I played about 4.5 hours of it. I do have to say, it's growing on me. It is not as tedious as the other games were. I don't know if it's not because it's easier it's challenging. But the one thing that makes the game work for me is because it's open world. And if anybody knows how I am an open world nut. Everybody else, they like to talk bad about open world games. Oh, we need to stop having open world games. All this is just a point that she was making a point about, but she didn't bring up the point about open world games because everybody has been on this bandwagon to hate open world games, but they're allowing Elden Ring to get this love. I mean, hell, Horizon Forbidden West got a lot of love and attention in the beginning, but now not so much. It's got the same rating as Halo Infinite. You know what I'm saying? Which is still a fantastic rating. But the point of the matter is that like all that hoopla and everything and the hype, that died quick. Elden Ring, though, open world game, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Like, I don't know what this is, but I will say, for me playing the game, I'm enjoying myself. And I have never done that with the Souls games. Now, the one thing I can say, I do like Bloodborne, and I do like Sekiro. It's a tweener between the way that the game flows and moves, and it may be just the character that I picked, because I picked a prisoner. But it moves quicker. You know what I'm saying? The response is really good. And so when I move, it moves when shit's going left. I mean, I showed a couple of clips of me fighting some crazy ass creatures, and I felt that sense of enjoyment. But again, it's like, I get it. I get where people get the vibe of why this game is popular like it is. But do I feel that this game should be given the numbers that it has? And so far, I have to say no. It should be a 90, an 88 to a 94 max. A 90, a 10, a perfect score. and it has all these issues with it. Like, I just don't get that. And you know, and I'm not, and you know what I'm saying? This is what makes me going to bring this other stuff to you guys too. Horizon Forbidden West. Do you think Horizon Forbidden West is getting fair judgment right now? And I'm gonna go straight to you on this one. Well, I'm gonna go to Rob's. Do you think Horizon Forbidden West is getting fair treatment right now for all the, because it's getting a lot of slander. It's getting a lot of love, but it's also getting a lot of slander. Do you think that that's warranted, especially when you see that Elden Ring is getting all this love, but it still has its issues too?
I think the reviews are fair for. Well, I don't play it. I haven't played it, so I would not know. But I know people that played it and loved the game, and there are people that also has issues with the game. So I think it is getting fair reviews.
Okay.
And like I said earlier, it's with Elden Ring. I did not see the reviews that I skimmed through did not really talk about the issues, besides the ones with the lower rating and the articles that I read and the tweets that I seen. Because like I said before we started, people were having issues on PC. Then I saw the content create. Then I saw the customer. I'm so tired. I saw the articles on the character creation, and people were having issues. So, especially Black people and other minorities were having issues with creating a character. So,
one set of black hair, one set. I mean, hell, they don't even have the cornrows in there. Like, I was like, can my brother
they don't have the cookie cornrows?
They ain't got the cornrow. They don't
have the uneven cornrow.
No, bro, they got the natural. That you get a natural. That's it.
They got the
I'm playing John Madden, and I set up my character, right? They got cornrows in John Madden for your character.
They got, but I'm just saying. Like,
they know who playing. Stop playing.
Yeah, they know who playing.
Eddie Alfro?
No, they don't have the outdated.
They don't have the 1970s Alfro?
Nope, they got a natural. That's it.
He said the
they got the 1980s natural.
Not the Pam Grier.
Do they got the bottom pants too?
No. They got the Billy D natural. That, you know what I'm saying?
No.
That's, or the Eddie Murphy's Raw
that's
natural.
Not the Billy D natural. That's
you gotta get that. I gotta do it. I gotta do it, K-Man. You gotta get that Slits bill, baby.
Right. You better know, my brother. You better get your own. That's what I'm saying. Bro, like they got
real quick, K-Man.
Yeah.
Hello, Princess Leia.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they got
the naps.
They got the
they got
the 45.
They got the hot
liquor. You gotta say the malt liquor. You gotta say the malt liquor.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, I was looking too. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. This all the her you got? Like, I mean, I said that last night when I was like, with her. I mean, at least can I get some cornrows? I hate when I see the games that always had the cornrows. But for this one, I was begging for some cornrows. Like, can I get some dreads? No dreads, nor cornrows. No. They got a. It's not a. There's no fades and nothing like that. But they got little, like, if you like the old man and you just ain't cut your hair in couple of weeks and you just walk into them and say, man, I just need a nice little fade and I just need a nice
Hey, they don't even have the style of beards that brothers are wearing now. You know,
well,
they don't even have that no more.
I will say the beards
they don't have the Ryu beard.
The beards is okay. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping about the beards because I think I got a cool little beard. I do like
they have them in the game.
They do have them in the game, but they don't have. I mean, the beards are not like, they don't have a whole bunch of variety of beards. They do got beards, but they don't have like a ton. So I would think anybody that's looking for a certain type, they would be missing out too. It doesn't matter what race they are. But yeah, no ethnic hair. No, none. No dreads, no. The only thing they got is the natural.
No curls.
No curl, no.
And I bet you it's like most games. They got 80 pairs of lips you can choose. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, and
You
see,
get
like
them high ass cheekbones.
the lips, like I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? It took me a minute, you know what I'm saying, to work the lips, because at first when I was trying to get the lips to get thick, like they were making them, pooching them out like little kisses, like little girl lips, and I'm like, man, come on, man, that's not how that. Come on, it took me a
Duck
while,
lips.
Oh my God.
but I got it working. I got it working. I have my little natural, got my beard, got a little salt and pepper in. You know what I'm saying? So I do like that little aspect to it where they add, like, you know, how much salt and pepper you want in your beard or your hair or something like that. But yeah, no, no, that shit left, bro. Left. So I look at those type of things and I agree they don't scream to me best game in the last 15 years. That's still, those honors are still for The Witcher 3 and, you know, and maybe the Breath of the Wild. I have not played Breath of the Wild, but only just a few, about maybe an hour or so. But a lot of people talk good about that game. But it's definitely going to be a candidate for Game of the Year. But for people to say that it's just going to, and Horizon Forbidden West has put themselves in their own category. Like, PlayStation should have known better to put that game in the condition that it is after the delay. I mean, all the pop-ins and shit like that, but welcome to open world games. You get that in all types of open world games. But I don't know, man.
We haven't even got to the Bethesda game coming out.
Yeah, Starfield.
And they call it Starfield.
Yeah, Starfield is going to.
Bethesda.
Yeah, like, and I mean, if they're saying this is a Skyrim in space, bruh, like, I don't know. Like,
it's over. It's
over. Like,
it's over.
So I mean, that if it's truly Skyrim in space, it's over. Like, there's nothing touching that. But I mean,
there's only one problem with this situation on that real quick. The game, they got the game coming out on November 22nd. That game needs to come out a little earlier so it can qualify for Games of the Year. Because you know how they do Game of the Year. It's got in there too late. Nope. 11/22.
11/22, 22. Okay, 22. Okay. All right.
Yeah, they need to put it out earlier.
No, that date is synonymous to what Howard likes to do. So no, he already explained why he got that date. So that they're not changing the date.
So that means he doesn't even care about the Game Awards then.
No, I don't think nobody. I think Xbox. I think a lot of Xbox gamers put too much credence into it. I'm sure PlayStation community does, but I think Xbox is like, look, man, we got. I mean, look, we get to the DICE Awards at the end of the show, talk about all the winners. Xbox still cleaned up, so there's more than just the Jeff Keighley Awards, the VGA. So it's there's a whole bunch of other awards too, and Xbox did really well. So, yeah, no, I don't know. There's Stalker. Like, I mean, Stalker's not even going to be nominated, but Stalker looks like it's going to be fantastic. And like everybody else has said, there's so many other games that's going to be coming out this year. So I don't know, man. But Elden Ring does look good. I think it's enjoyable. I got VRR on my TV though, so that could be one of the reasons why I'm not having the hitches or whatever. But I'll be streaming it. For sure. Let people see me getting my ass kicked. But yeah,
over and over again, right?
I would like to watch. I might subscribe to you, but yeah, I will watch people play it. I sent D a video earlier of a guy got his ass whooped by a bear and another enemy.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Bro just sat there like, this some bullshit, bro. Like, he ain't saying, but you know, you get a game and you get your ass whooped. You just sit there in silence, like, bitch.
He was like, no.
He got tag team, poor thing.
He got violated.
In Elden Ring?
Yes.
Oh man.
I beat by a bear in Elder Scrolls when I was playing it. I mean, bears ain't no joke in them games.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Bears are never a joke in any game.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this: like when I first played, you know, I'm trying to get my bearings and trying to understand. Like, okay, I first walk out and so I see a bat. I see these bats, and so I'm like, okay, and I'm scared as hell because I'm knowing this is, you know, Dark Souls pretty much 4, and so I'm like, okay. But so I kicked those bats' ass, you know, and I'm like, oh shit. So I start feeling pretty good. So then there's these guys, and the guys are real easy to kill. You can sneak up behind them, shank them, or whatever. So then I see these 2 white things coming out of the water, And I'm like, what is this? Shit, I just killed these big ass bats. Y'all, you ain't even big like that. Then when they came closer, there was these big ass like dead dogs or something. They look like big Saint Bernards, but you know, they look mangy. And man, they ate my ass alive. So I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, okay, I got it.
Damn.
Cool. Then I got my ass. I was over here fighting the dogs. I killed one of the dogs, and then I started maneuvering and getting away. Then I died from something fucking me up from the back. It was a big ass mosquito. So I was like, oh my god. So bro, a mosquito, big ass mosquito. And so yeah, no, there's some things that I was looking pretty rough, but then I started kind of understanding. And then when I first fought my first real boss, and then I showed that clip on Twitter last night. But yeah, like I was like, okay, I got it. But the maneuverability in the game feels so much better than the previous game. So that's why I'm saying I give it a 9 for people to at least try to give it a chance. I'll say after I get to the 10-hour mark, then I'll let people know for sure if it's worth the buy for people who hated the Souls series like I have. So
I have a quick question.
Yes.
For anybody listening and that plays the Soulborn genre, is this basically a sequel without being a sequel? What'd you call them things? Spiritual successor? Because from the look of it, you can't pause. It's challenging. It just looks like it's a spiritual successor. Is that accurate? Nothing wrong with that, by the way. I'm just asking. Like they just look so, entwined with each other.
I got an explanation for you, D. I can help you. It's like Forza Motorsports was just a circuit game in the beginning. That's all it was. So when Forza Horizon came out, still pretty much using the Forza engine, they changed it to an open world. So when you go to Elder Rings to Dark Soul was just a straight linear game. So Elden Ring changed it into an open world version of the game. Just like Forza Motorsports made an expansion for Forza Horizon. Now, there'll probably still be regular Dark Souls games coming out in the future, but they're just trying to expand their horizon to maybe make a better game.
Yeah, no, okay. I think Sir X-Man is hit it properly because I'm looking it up right now, and it's saying it is not a sequel to Dark Souls, nor is it a prequel or spinoff either. So it just
feels like a spiritual, a spiritual situation, like they cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
that's what it feels like.
Like Forza did, right?
Yeah, like they second cousins. Yeah, like they're not first cousins, but they second cousins. Like, yeah, man,
Yeah, I know what I mean.
Yeah.
I also have a question about the game. Is it any relation to Game of Thrones, since the author of the book?
Yeah, ain't it?
No,
there's no relation. He just wrote the story.
He just wrote the
story
and
the narrative.
And the story. The I will say that so far for what I've got, which is very little, but I'm digging the voice acting. I'm liking the just the way that, because it has like a Game of Thrones type of vibe to it a little bit when you start getting into the lore aspect of it, but it's dark as shit. Like I like the way the intro started, where it was talking about calling up these the fingers of some or whatever they're called, and calling all these great warriors from the depths, and then that's how you accidentally come popping up as the Tarnish and all that. Since I don't know nothing about the Dark Souls lore, but I'm digging what this story is coming up to seem to be developing into. But I mean, like I said, it's very, very small pieces right now from my end. Like I said, 4.5, almost 5 hours. So, and I'll be getting
things I need to adjust in the chat when you get a chance, K Mega.
Go ahead.
If it's okay. All right. First, Don, happy birthday.
Oh,
happy birthday, Don. Yeah, we missed it. He put it out in the chat. Happy birthday, Don.
Happy birthday, Don. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your Cambodian yak milk. And,
my God. And your chinchilla.
Yeah, and your chinchilla with no shirt. You know what I'm saying? Looking like John B. Go ahead, son.
And to my boy, Other Zinc, I'm not saying that, that about the Forza Motorsport. I'm just saying Forza Motorsport was first, but then they took that engine and they made an open world game with Forza Horizon. They are two separate games.
Right. I think that this game is challenging. But what I like about it is just like what you do in any type of open world game, is that you might wander off into some shit some funk that some dirt that you can't wash off. Right. Like you get some dirt on your ass, water can't wash off type of dude or lady, and they'll whoop your ass and you like, damn. But you can always run away and come back, beat the underlings and come back and whoop their ass.
That's like you in Odyssey. You know how many times you told me you had to back out of Odyssey and not fight that guy until you say, I need to upgrade. I'm not ready for that dude right now.
Because
Same thing.
I do like, and this is probably me just being sinister, but I do like, okay, you're too much for me right now, but I'm finna power up and I'm coming back. Nah, I'm not powering up just enough to where I'm going to power up to where I'm going to torture you. I'm going to play with you. So I did get a chance to do that, to where I powered myself up. I killed enough underlings, and then I went ahead and I said, let me fight this big ass ugly thing. It looks slow, and so I showed a clip of me killing that thing. But I mean, it killed me like 3 times because I was being careless, because I was being too Ninja Gaiden-y, you know what I'm saying, or like Assassin's Creed, like I'm coming in, be cute, dance a little bit. No, you got to really look at how they do their moves, right? So, but once I got it figured out that second time, I killed him. It was over with. It was easy, and so I was like, but I had to build up. So I think you're right. Like, this has a Forza vibe to it, or any type of game that has a spinoff that will make it easier for those gamers like me or everybody else on the panel who doesn't like Dark Souls as the linear experience. It just is not satisfying. We go through enough hard shit as it is in life. I'm not trying to play here and be upset and you know what I'm saying, and, I don't want that to happen. I just want to play the game, have a challenge. That's it. Keep it moving. So I think that this game can open up to be that medium to where they can get the other half of those gamers that don't like it. That's my thought, my choice of it. But
Hey, K-Mega, go read Yobi Super Chat. That shit is funny.
Oh, Dreadheart Yobi TV. Got to put the TV in it, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? He says you forgot your own son's birthday. Put yourself up for. Oh, you put Don put yourself up for adoption. Mega's messy. New name is the Don GRG. You know what? Don, I am the pappy. Don is the son. I did forget. You know what I'm saying? But Don left me a long time ago, man. He went to California. And now he develops games, and you know what I'm saying.
To California, really?
And the only thing, Don stays in Utah. He moved in. He started off in California, and then so what happened is that Don told me that I was like, man, look, you're a development now. You're supposed to take care of your pops. Don said the only time that I take care of you is when your old ass is in a nursing home. So I said, okay, cool. So that's the only time Don's gonna take care of you. So it is what it is. So I appreciate it, son. You stupid, yo. But happy birthday to Don. That's my brother, man. That's
Don the man. He the man.
My boy. Just like X, you know what I'm saying? I met Don through Xbot 448. Man, me and Xbot been knowing each other forever. So, you know what I'm saying? So, man, it's been a minute. That's why I still come to his podcast 7 years later. That's a long ass time, and I ain't got one damn Don. I'm gonna sue his ass. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hell no.
Anyway, let's move on, man. And you know what? We're going to get to the PlayStation Spartacus thing, but I want to get into something a little bit deeper.
Shadow Warriors. I'm mad.
No, but it was something that David Jaffe said. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're going to talk about that. You know.
Oh God.
We'll go there. But no, you know what? And I think people are going to have a different. I can't wait to hear everybody's thoughts about it and let the chat discuss it too. But I want to, let me go and find it. So I have it word for word. There we go. Okay. So David Jaffe got himself in some funk, and it came to me to start a bigger conversation, not only just for what he said, but just for the whole thing, the whole aspect of what I think where he was trying to go with this. So, all right. So He said, hypothetical, big in words. He says, hypothetical. If you were playing and loving an open world game and there was an easy automatic platinum PlayStation trophy for going into a minority field, Jew, Black, LGBT, Muslim, etc. nightclub, and first off, I mean, that's one hell of a party with all those people in that in a nightclub. But I guess he meant
they was joking.
Shit was popping. You know what I'm saying? But Jews, Blacks, LGBT, Muslim, etc. nightclub and killing all the minority NPCs. Would you do it?
No.
Now, the unfortunate thing about that, there was 34,000 votes, and 42.6% said yes. That's a little disturbing.
I'm not surprised.
No. But we're not surprised, right? Okay, so and then there's 57%, which is around kind of like where the world, I think, is, not especially in this country, it's around 60% where people just think that people are losing their damn minds going over this other stuff, but that's a whole nother can of worms, and I go in there.
That's for your show when it starts.
Right. But that's but he got ripped for it, right? Like a lot of people jumped on David Jaffe's ass, right? So I'm going to say this. First, I want to,
as they should.
Before I get into my thoughts about the situation, I do want to hear what you guys think about that. Well, yeah, I do want to kind of hear what you guys think about that. Hearing that, what did that take you? What did that make you think when you first initially seen or heard me reading that to you? If this is the first time you heard it, let's go to UD first.
Hey, yeah, Rob sent that to me earlier. Well, I saw it on the timeline. And I was just like, okay, what the hell? And then Rob sent it to me, and I was just like, what the hell is this? And then I don't recall where I shared it. But I shared it. Yeah, I know I shared it.
On Twitter.
I think I shared it on Twitter a couple of times. Like, what the hell is this? Okay. And I know somebody eventually. Yes, right. I did retweet it. I quoted it because one of the homies was like, "Yeah, that's so and so, and he's the dude that did the original God of War and Twisted Metal," right. And that kind of shocked me a little bit at first. Mm-hmm. But then I realized, okay, he said former. He did the first one because Randy Pitcher be doing some weird stuff too. So I'm kind of not surprised.
He did the first three. Yeah, David Jaffe did the first three, I believe.
The first three. So, sometimes...
I think he did the fourth one. I think he did Ascension too, but I don't know. But I know he did first three.
Well, there's Ascension and Chains of Olympus, so that's technically 5. But
that's 5, yeah, okay.
Before Corey got it. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was just some random dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know who it was. Mm-hmm. So my initial thought was, okay, it's Twitter just being Twitter, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. This is, the character of the day, pretty much in the gaming community. Mm-hmm. But once the homie told me who he was, I was like, how are you? Not saying people shouldn't have, respect for others as just a regular person, a gamer, a consumer. But it's just like, how are you out here with, you have your podcast and you have your name, having this opinion out here. And here's the thing, I need people to understand. When people have an opinion on Twitter and type a tweet on Twitter, I feel like we kind of forget what goes into it, if that makes sense. Like, it's not just me, drinking wine, like, oh my gosh, whatever, type, tweet. When you have something like that, he went into detail. He had a thought, thought about it, was like, yeah, this shit gonna slap. Then, not only that, he went into the poll, put the options, set how long he wanted the poll to be live, probably proofread it, unless his autocorrect is very lenient, and hit tweet. So that, to me, just said, like, you really thought this, put it into words, put it onto your Twitter with a poll, posted it and was like, yeah, now we wait for the responses. Like, I don't understand the mentality, but then again, we're two different demographics. So what I have to worry about and what he has to worry about in society are two different things. And it kind of pisses me off because every group, and I don't have the tweet in front of me, but every group that he mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, have had incidents of violence against them just for being a minority. So for him to come in there like, hey, would you try to get this achievement just by shooting these people? Would you get it? It's just like, but why though? Like, but what do you gain from? Like, I don't see what the end game is. No pun intended. I don't see what the reason was. It's not like, hey, if we made a game about this, how to do your taxes or some shit, or a kid in school or something. Like, there was nothing productive, or there was no kind of reasoning that I can think of why that had to be a question that was posed. Like, there's no game that exists like that. You're not making games for real. So what did you ask this question for? Except to expose people, to be honest. And it just didn't make any sense. And shout out to Lady Infamous. I was just like, yo, who mans is this? Like, who is out here with this high ass percent? Because to me, 42% is way too high.
Way too high.
The fact that there were people saying yes, that was extremely disturbing. And I kind of wish Twitter polls had, you could see who voted and what they voted.
Yeah, so you can block their ass, yeah.
So you can see how people think. Right. So again, shout out to the infamous call. She's like, yo, who mans is this? And she was like, girl, see who's following. Go to his following list. And I was like, oh shit. So I went to the following list and I have like 50 something people that follow him. And I was like, damn, I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. And I was just like, this y'all man's this, because then of course he posted something on YouTube about how he got attacked. He's a journalist. I got attacked.
He was crying on YouTube.
And I'm just like, I don't understand, clout seeking. I don't. As somebody who tries to be, incognito as much as possible, doing that just to get I'm not an attention seeker. I'm very in the shadows, just peeping, being nosy. And it's just like, I don't understand it. I felt some kind of way about it. It's just so funny to me how, not funny, but like how far we've come. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but Vice City got heat back in the day because I forget which gang it was. I don't know if it was the Cubans. I think it was the Haitians. People brought up like, yo, y'all are targeting NPCs just because of where they're from. And I don't remember the exact argument. I just remember there being like backlash. I mean, it's also a Grand Theft Auto game, but I just remember that. And it's just like, how did we get from, holy crap, we might have gone a little far with the targeting or however else, that being the logic, to, hey, would you kill NPCs that are minorities for an achievement? Like, would you do that? Like, how do you feel about that? Especially with gaming being where it is right now, where it's the scapegoat for all these damn shootings we're seeing in America, mass shootings, at synagogues, at salons, at churches of minorities specifically. It was in the lowest of taste.
Remember they got upset when Modern Warfare, when all the people, all them foreigners came and shot up the people in the airport? Forgive me, y'all, for saying this. But all them white people got mad. No disrespect, but it really is true.
I'm going to wait until everybody gets done with their point, but there's something that I think that you might find interesting when I say what I say. You know what I'm saying? So, but but I want to hear it. I want to hear what you guys think about it, because when I first read it, that was exactly the same way that I felt, D. So, you know what I'm saying? So I think everybody else on the panel is going to feel the same way, but I could be surprised. But go ahead, D. I'm sorry if you want to finish. Keep on.
No, my point was it was an ill taste, and I'm like, it's one of those things where it's just like I'm learning constantly, even though I'm in my 30s now. That age doesn't equal maturity, and it's just like, my guy, like, how are you at your big age thinking this is okay and you're not going to get smoked for it? Maybe you did want smoke for it. I don't know. And some people that are chasing relevance, this might have been a highlight for him, because I didn't see his Twitter account before this. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of play into it. We're sharing it. We're talking about it. So maybe that's what he wanted. But I don't understand it. And it was ridiculous. It was nice to see some of my mutuals and responses like, that's not a game I would want to play if that's the achievement. What developer would do that? And I was like, yes. Good for y'all.
Right.
Good for y'all.
Okay.
That was it.
All right, Robs, what about you? How did you feel when you read this?
A friend sent it to me on Twitter, and I read it. I'm like, are you for real? And like, the name looked familiar, but I didn't really know who he was until I saw these retweeted a friend. I was like, oh, I'm not surprised. Mainly because he's a white male, and also he was, it's like one of those dudes which I can't stand, that like to play devil's advocate. Let's play devil's advocate and provide you with some racist shit that offends everyone. I'm like, oh my God. So that's how I saw it. And he also doubled down after everyone basically in the comments was like, yo, this is not good.
What did he say when he doubled down? That part I didn't get to, because that might change my whole perspective of what I'm going to say.
I think what he says, like, oh, I will not do this. I will not play a game like this. But this is just like, but why would you tweet this? You know the answer to that question already.
Yeah, why'd you think like that? Yeah.
Why did you think like that, especially with everything that's going on, like with Texas, and like that scenario is a real scenario because that happened multiple times. Like, like Post just had his 6-year anniversary.
Yep.
Who did?
I think it was a week ago. The Post nightclub.
Yeah, the nightclub in Orlando.
Yeah.
Yes, that shit correct.
That's a real scenario that happened. And like everything that's going on with Texas, then you have the war and stuff that's about to start. Like, why would you come out and tweet like that? Because I saw Paris like, dude, this is very offensive. And I think he tweeted back. I think he responded to him. I forgot what he said, but
he was basically trying to say like it wasn't, no, it wasn't trying to be offensive. It's just a question.
It wasn't meant to be offensive, which is what they always say, but it is offensive.
Right. Okay. All right.
Also, I just want to point out that he said minorities. Then took the time to specify
every minority
what he meant.
He didn't say Asians though. He didn't say Asian minorities, but he did say about other minorities.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not even gonna go there. But he went to everybody. He was like, "Listen, these are the minority." But let me tell you something. That's why I'm just like, who wakes up and does that shit? Because literally every group that he listed has had violence against them strictly because they're a minority. And to sit there and not be a minority in this country, because we're not going to talk about global, but in this country, he's not a minority. He still was like, so minorities, you want to come? How do you feel about that? Let me hear your thoughts. Like, why though? That's people's reality. And now that you mentioned Pulse, because I hate to say it, but there are so many horrible incidences of, folks being shot and killed. There's so many to keep up with. Imagine having somebody that died was killed in the Pulse shooting, in the Dylan Roof shooting in the church. Imagine having somebody that you know personally that's how they lost their life, and then you see this Twitter poll asking these hypothetical questions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's real life, and people's lives have been ended by violence. I don't know. At his big ass age, I really don't know.
Okay.
But yeah.
No. I got you. Now, there's more discussion that's going to come from this because I want to hear what you guys think when I make my point. But Sir X-Man, you're up. What do you think?
I think it's racist and it's not cool. And the way the world is now, and you're a person that has influence, you should never say nothing like that, because that would be like me. Forgive me, guys, but don't take this the wrong way. I'm just giving an example. That's like me and some of my Mexican friends say, hey, let's go shoot up this high class club with nothing but white people in it. It's the same thing but reverse. They would have a fit worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, it's got to stop. It's getting old, and I'm sick of it because I'm fair for everyone in the world, white, black, any race, man. And it's there's no excuse for that. And whoever he works for, they need to seriously punish him for something like that. I'm serious. There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
Does he work for anyone?
I don't think so. I think he's
that's what I'm saying.
Right,
I
think he's independent. Yeah. I think he's. I think he is working on a game, but I think he's independent enough to, he's got enough money to where he can make his
But still,
game.
that might come back to bite him because a lot of people might put that out whenever his game comes out. And a lot of people probably say,
Twitter don't forget. So
no, they don't forget.
That part is true.
Even if you delete it, it's around somewhere.
Yeah, that part is true.
He didn't even delete it.
No, he didn't.
It's still up.
So, all right. So let me make this point, but I won't read this the super chat from Yobi. He said, "Tell him, Mega, it was." He says it was. Yobi was the one basically that started the son and pappy thing. Yeah, because he always would say that I was the father and Don was the son, and Don and I just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And it was just fun, man. And that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at Don is white as mayonnaise, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, I'm light skinned, but still, you know what I'm saying? Two different personalities. That's my brother, man. I love Don to death, man. Don's been a good friend, man. We've had.
I like mayonnaise.
I've had spats with all my friends, man. So you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying. I mean, that's just what I think people alphas do. So, so that's the one thing. But much love to all my friends out there, man. That I sit there and I talk to, behind the scenes. So, but yeah, no, that is true. We did start that Son and Pappy. we started the Dev and the Gamer, and he called it the Son and Pappy shows. But funny. But all right, okay. So this is my thoughts about this, right? Okay, so when I first saw it, that was my first initial thoughts was like, what is Jeffy doing? Like, I mean, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but like, I don't follow him like that. I do know that I'm a big fan of his games. I mean, Twisted Metal and even that game that a lot of people shitted on, which was Drawn Away. I thought Drawn Away was fun to play on PlayStation 4. But this is my thing on it, right? Like, I think now I'm not going to try to take away from how it looks and what people think about it overall, because it is foul how it was said. Now, but this is what I'm thinking. Maybe what he was trying to allude to. Now, there are some games out there that are very controversial. There's one game, for instance, that's going to be coming out here. I think it's already out. The Martha is Dead. And a lot of people are starting to complain about that. Like, oh my God, because there's a scene where you're cutting this girl's face off. And you get a razor blade and you just cut the face.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No. There was a person that had the game early, and they.
Have you ever seen Texas Chainsaw? Come on.
So regardless of
I haven't.
Okay. Oh, so you didn't see Chainsaw? Oh my God, it's great. Anyway, so it's partially a true story too. Not a full true story,
Based on a true story.
Yeah, based on a true story. So this is what I'm thinking, right? Like, I'm like, yeah, this is kind of fucked up how you put this out there, because to test to see how people would look at that and perceive that is low key asking another type of question and going into the dark psyche of some people out there that may take this the wrong way, right? But I actually think that he might be trying to look at this in a video game setting way of how far is too far. Because if he's working on another game, he likes to do dark shit. If you've ever played the stories of Twisted Metal, Sweet Tooth is a dark, sinister, disgusting being. I don't know if he has any type of dealings. I don't think he does.
Clown was no joke. You're right.
Yeah. Sweet Tooth is, well, the game is sinister. Like the whole thing, you basically, I'll just spill the beans, right? Okay, so Callisto is this rich tycoon.
Right, and he supports the game, right?
And he's got this game called Twisted Metal. He's telling these people, I can change your life if you win this tournament. So these people go and there's some people that has serious reasons why they want to win. And then there's other sinister people that just want to kill people. And so when you beat all the endings, you always find out shit gets fucked up because Calypso is the devil. And so Calypso is basically like, well, the bargain is that I'll grant you your wish, but I'm going to take your soul. So it's a deep ass story for such a, for an arena like shooter, but it's dope. That's why one of the reasons why I love Twisted Metal. And also just like with God of War is pretty damn sinister too. Like, it's in an era where, Kratos
always
walks
has
around,
been.
You know what I'm saying? Grab, sleeping with two women at the same time and
all that was fun.
Shit. Yeah, for real. No facts. But the thing of it is, to me, is that I think he might be trying to challenge of how far can they go with their gaming. And what'd you say, Scott? He said he also had the ability to grant wishes, but he was he granted wishes. That's what I'm saying. But he was the devil, yeah. But this is the thing too. Let's go back to a couple of games out here. Like, okay, so we've seen some games that push the limits. Agony, we talked, me and you talked about Agony not too long ago. That's some dark, sinister shit. That is on the next level. I wouldn't even be surprised, like I said, if there wasn't Satanistic people, the people that worship the devil or something that made that game. Like, what in the fuck are you what you doing in here? But you have to be pretty dark to go and to make a game like that. You also have a game called Hatred. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, you've never heard of that game.
I have.
I think I heard of it.
I got that game. It's a PC game. It will not come to that game. It will not come to console.
Oh no!
I wanted to stream it just to let people see how crazy it is, but I don't want to because I'll probably get copyright strike. So I'm like, I can't do it. I might see if I can get a loophole to just kind of let people see. I won't, to let people see.
No, that's one of them games that you are not allowed to stream anyway.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to stream that game.
Isn't that the game where you just like killing innocent?
just kill innocent people. Like I sit there and I got the game. Somebody bought the game for me. That was when I was saying, like, I first got my gaming PC and they started buying me, and these were just random people. So like I was like, hey man, glad you welcome to the PC world. So they sent me the little game where the girls squirt themselves with the water. I forgot what that game was called again. They sent me that. They sent me some other shit.
Was that like a JRPG or
that's a JRPG. It's really popular, but you know what I'm saying, it's the
I think I know what you're
talking about. I know what he's talking about. I can't remember the name. Yeah.
Was it Galgun?
Galgun, yeah, Galgun 2. They got me Galgun 2. They got it for me for the PlayStation and for the PC. And then
why would somebody buy you that game,
bro? And then they gave me a version of. They sent me the demo of Agony, and then I said, man, the game is only like $3. I can just go ahead and buy it. I appreciate it because I was getting nervous because this person was giving me these weird ass games. But the last game that he gave me was Hatred. So I was like, okay, really please. He was somebody from overseas somewhere, like out there in Europe or somewhere out there overseas.
Dude, that's a little bit scary, somebody giving you games like that, man. You better watch yourself.
But he was just a fan. He just was, because I would, he never heard of an Xbox person that would like Japanese games like that and all that. And he was a cool person to talk to. But yeah,
hatred.
Galgan, hatred. He was going to give me agony. And then there was another crazy game, and I actually liked that game, but that game was too over the top too. But I was low key playing that, liking that shit. I was like, oh, bro. Oh, and then Badass Babes. He got me Badass Babes too. That was another game too. That I was like, it was all that freaky shit. Like I was like, what in the fuck is it? So
what is wrong with them?
I don't know.
The Japanese people have they don't have no limits on the kind of games people can play.
Oh, he was Japanese?
No, he was from overseas, but I only seen his little anime picture, but he hit me up. He was a big fan, but I don't know. I think after I told him that I didn't want to, because he asked me could I stream them, and I was like, bro, I'm not streaming those games. And then that was the last time that I got a chance to talk to him, because I was like, I just can't do that, bro. I just can't. It's just not in the realm. But the last game he got me was Hatred. But anyway, regardless of that, so I played that shit, right? And I was like, what in the hell? Because graphically it looks cool. It's a top down, but bro, you just walking into people's houses and just lighting their ass up, like, wow. Like, I mean, it's so demented. So like, who would think to make a game like this, to do this, to torture innocents, right? So I'm wondering if David Jaffe was trying to tote that line. Because if you are a person that writes scripts, that makes certain type of genres of games that are dark, you have to go in dark places. And I wonder if he set like the shit that goes through his mind, he just felt comfortable enough to just set that shit out in the public without thinking that he would get a response from it. You know what I'm saying? Or he just feels like, I'm just old, fuck it. I'm already an old dude, like, I'm not going to be working for any of these companies no more, so I'm just going to ask the damn question. That's what I think that it really boiled down to overall. Do I feel that David Jaffe is some racist? I do not. I don't. Do I feel, but I do feel that the level of where he just came with that was just so foul, and he just didn't think about it. And for him to keep doubling down and not just say, oh man, I was trying to, do some research on something because I'm thinking about writing a script for something or doing something like that, to try to just say, look, man, don't take it out of context. But for him to double down, that just makes him look more of an ass, in my opinion. But it all, and when people say some kind of things like that to them that might offend people, the first thing that you hear is woke and all that other crazy stuff, right? And that to me is like, no, those are cop-outs. There's some things you just don't say in public. There's some things you just don't do in public, period. So I wonder if he was trying to go into that realm, because if you go and look at other games, because games, if you think about this, games aren't as kid-friendly as they used to be.
You can look at any media. I'm sorry.
Right. No, interrupt me, please. But that's what I'm saying. But gaming is always been kind of looked at as that's still that space for children. But if you look at how the games are being advertised, there's very few kiddie games that's been out there that being advertised. It's mostly entertainment. Gaming is at the point now, it's entertainment. It's just like same as movies. And we got movies that are very dark and challenging. And I don't have a problem with games testing the limits. Like I love Mafia 3. That shit made me pissed, made me want to fuck some white boys up, made me want to hurt people, made me so mad with the Ku Klux Klan and all that shit.
What game is this, dude?
Mafia 3. Oh, what game am I playing right now?
No, that I see on the screen.
Oh, that's Max Payne 3.
Oh, nice. I thought it was a Britney Spears game where that blonde was going around.
Oh shit, you stupid. But that game tugged at the tugged at you. Like, but that game was good. The story was riveting. I love that. Naughty Dog is really good at that, right? But then you got games like what Sir X-Man was talking about, which was the stuff that happened in on Call of Duty, where you
Modern Warfare.
Yeah, Modern Warfare, where you sprayed down those people. And how did that make you feel? That made you feel that was crazy.
So they gave you a choice if you wanted to do it or not.
Right,
like me and my buds, we were doing co-op. We was like, yeah, man, let's do this.
Damn.
And then also like another game too, where it had the potential to want to go dark, but it didn't, because it didn't want to tie in that race relation too heavy. And that is a game that it was a great game, but it would have been an amazing game if it went dark. And that was Bioshock Infinite.
I was taking the Bioshock Infinite.
When it went to the part where the black chick was like, no, I'm gonna shoot this little motherfucker right here. Fuck this. We've been oppressed enough. And I mean, think about this. 1920s, you know how the race relations is with America. It doesn't matter because you in the clouds. You know what I'm saying? Comstock wasn't about who didn't like black folk. You know what I'm saying? So what the hell did they? But you see that the director pulled back. Like, I don't want this to get too dark. But I wish he did, because it's entertainment. And then the last game, which I know right now a lot of people wish that they were playing right now instead of Battlefield 2042, and that is Medal of Honor Warfighter. That game was a good game. But it struck the wrong chord because of the fact that you was Americans going against the Taliban. And that hit too close to home. And so I think, like, when these games go, like, these people have to go into dark places. Like, if you play The Witcher 3 all the way through, there is some horrendous shit in that game. How in the hell did that person write that book and go that deep? And you play Cyberpunk, there is some dark places in that game that makes you say, what in the fuck? How? But I love it because it makes me look into myself and say, oh shit, what would you do, and put you in these scenarios of what you do. So I think David Jaffe was trying to do that, but I just don't. But
he did it the wrong way.
He did it the wrong way.
Yeah,
so
he did
now,
it
after
wrong.
me explaining that and going extra long with that, I apologize. What do you guys think? Have y'all changed your stance, or y'all just say fuck it?
I got something that you reminded me of. It was like the end of Battlefield 4, right?
Yeah.
You had to choose between the woman who was pretty much almost Caucasian, that she was Caucasian, the white woman, or the black man who's gonna die in the end to save him. And depending on your choice, I hate to say, depending on your choices, depending on the weapon you got to take in the multiplayer. And that, you never finished the end of Battlefield 4 story, K-Maker?
I have, yeah, I did, but I can't remember. That's been so long. Yeah, I can't remember.
Right, it was the final mission in the game, and you had to make a choice. Who's gonna stay? Right, and you either let them. I'm not sure. I think it was the Asian girl, or let the black guy jump off and die.
Yeah,
right. And to me, that was a tough choice. But they let you. If you let the girl die, you get the better weapon. Right. If you let the guy die, you get something smaller. And it was a hard call, man, because both the attachments were perfect. So I mean, I don't want to. I didn't want to let the brother die.
Right. No, that was me, and it was the same thing with Gears of War 5.
Mm-hmm.
Dale or JD? Oh shit!
Damn.
Oh shit!
Right, D, we gotta finish Gears of War, because I've never finished it and be perfect.
We all gotta play that. Then we gotta go through that, because damn.
I'm stuck in the underground cave, man. The sewer thing. That's where I'm at.
All right, we're gonna have to play that, so we can get to that point where Jeannie is saying she'll forget everything. She'll drink a little bit of wine and forget about all that. What I just
make sure she get breakfast first.
Right, yeah.
Right, yeah.
So. But okay, so what? Yeah, my bad. I thought.
What?
Sorry, I don't know. I've been around you too long, Sir X-Man, because y'all are quick to tell me shit that happens in TV shows and stuff. And I'm like, man, I haven't seen it.
No. Dude, you better have seen Bel-Air.
No, I haven't seen one episode of Bel Air. You don't watch TV like that.
I'm waiting to finish.
I watched the news and
You seen it, Rabs?
I haven't seen it, but I heard good things.
Oh, it's the bomb. And don't forget, it's free. It's free. It's nothing like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. You gotta see it, dude.
Be hot at me. She quiet as hell.
She's seen it.
I haven't seen Bel Air. I am one of those that I don't hate remakes and reboots, but I'm an original girl.
It's good.
I'd rather just watch the original Fresh Prince. I understand Will Smith is behind it, and I'm glad that this is like his baby, but I'm good.
But I'm not good. A lot of people said that they weren't ready to see it, but when they saw it, I even got Lady Infamous in it. She said she loves it. Yeah, she said it's way better than she thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
I'm not against reboots, so as long as it's good.
It's really good.
But I will say, I got to watch Snowfall because that's something I really want. It looks good to me. I want to watch Snowfall. Good. Yeah,
I watched the first season, but I need to catch up. That's good.
So there's a lot of shows.
Look at G4. G4 is saying Bel Air is fire.
Yeah, I see what G4 is saying. So regardless, but
remake, reboot, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same. It's I don't know.
It's a gritty reboot.
I don't know what it is. It's a reimagining.
It's in the real world, dude.
It's a drama. It's not like
I'm good.
I didn't want to watch it either, but it's worth watching.
I already don't watch TV, to be honest. I think the last current show I watched. Girl, don't. All right now.
Don't say Gilligan's Island.
The last current show I watched was Walking Dead, and even that I
don't even watch Walking Dead.
I don't.
I got to the half of the second season, and I was like, no more.
Oh no, that shit is good all the way through, but the Negan shit was so deep, it just hit us so hard. I stopped watching it, so we'll go back because I think we're season 7 or season. I think that happened. The Negan season started in season 6 or 7, something like that. So
it took you forever to watch the final Star Wars movie. Come on.
It did.
I'm a weirdo.
I still need to finish the last 4 episodes of The Mandalorian and then watch Boba Fett.
Really?
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't
What?
seen
What?
Yeah.
How do you not? That was the bomb.
Bro, I
not finished Mandalorian.
I think shit's good, but you know what I'm saying? I rather, like I said, I watch my news, I watch my
sports, the boys, right?
And I play my games. That's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? That's how I roll. But I do watch, and I love going to the movies. But since this whole pandemic situation, I haven't gone to the movies like I wanted to.
Man,
but I have seen Spider-Man. I did see Spider-Man.
Me too.
That was solid.
I did not see Spider-Man.
And we
wait for it to come to on demand.
Right.
Doctor Strange. We will definitely see Doctor Strange in the movie.
I'll wait for on demand.
I'm going to show it.
Good.
So, but anyway, all right. So back
last topic.
Yeah, well, yeah. But back to my point that anybody want to say before we get to the last topic. Now, I just don't know. Did anything that I say kind of made you change your mind a little bit, or are you just saying fuck it, whatever?
Nah, we the same.
Okay, cool.
Nope.
The man put some racist stuff out, and there's no excuse for it.
It was out there, but I kind of was like, well, he thinks about dark stories and stuff like that, so maybe there was some kind of whatever. But yeah, no.
He should have just said I
think the foulest part of it is the detail of, it's just to get some achievements, just to kill these NPCs that, or whatever. That part was just
based on real people in society. Yeah. How is it just NPCs?
Right. Well, and
games have came beyond that now.
I did say this. I did respond back by saying, look, now if it was a tie-in to a story within a game, and then those things happen in a game, I would like to be the protagonist that would go kill the people that did that to all those people. That would be a difficult game to play, but that sounds like that would be a dope game to play because you're really taking it to another level. Yeah, because it's revenge, and there has to be a reason behind it, and there has to be a deep story element behind it. But by just saying, well, no, you just go into a club. It has nothing to do with it. Let's just say it's Horizon Forbidden West, and then they just decide to have just a secret mission of just having a club of just minorities, and you just want to kill it for
Grand Theft Auto's done that, K Mega.
That went left. But anyway, all right, let's move on. All right, let's talk about PlayStation and this service, because it is interesting. Now, we do have some pricing, which was where I wanted to, which was the big thing for me. And so let's go ahead and read a little bit of it. All right, so okay, so according to this journalist, Spartacus will be comprised into 3-tier prices at up to $16 a month. Right now, they are called Essential, Extra, and Premium. This is an article from Jeff Grubb. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jeff Grubb. You know what I'm saying? Got to talk to him over there.
He the man. He cool.
Cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He said the price again could be a placeholder, but the pricing is $10 a month for the Essential, $13 a month for the Extra, and $16 for the Premium. For the Premium, $16 a month, you get full games, and then he says not really, kinda. It's like EA Play. You'll get a full game trial. Now, okay. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Full game trial. So, okay, let me keep going. I don't know if that's every single game that comes out, but it seems like that. Jeff Grubb continues to say, you also get classic games and streaming. None of the other tiers will be cloud streaming, though. You also get classic games. He then expanded, I don't know what classic games means, but I do know that it's a major part of the premium tier. For the extra tier, you get a downloadable game catalog, and Jeff Grubb also said that he heard that there's over 250 to 300 games that should be available. All right, so now hearing just a little bit of this about these the pricing and what is available, which is this full game trial. I want to go to you on this one, Sir X-Man. Is this something that you over here you willing to go ahead and, because you can get PlayStation Now on PC, so I'm pretty sure that this is still going to be like
you still have to be subscribed to Sony thing to do it. Remember, you can't just get PS Now on PC. You have to be.
I thought they changed that because that's where I paid. I paid the $23 for it for a couple of months, and then I was like, but it wasn't working properly. But then I let it go, and then I think about the next year or so, then people was like, oh no, it's working good now. So I don't know, but so you still have to have PSN.
I'll check it out and see. I'll try to upload it first
because I do have PSN.
But it was together at the time.
No, they always been separate. Now that's one thing that they.
Yeah, but you had to have a PSN account to get the PSN Plus, right?
So that could be true. All right. So what do you think about this? Would this be something that you'd be interested in? I mean,
well, since I got all the games I want for PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and I have a PlayStation 3 also, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't need the service. If I want to play those games, I'll fire those consoles up.
All right. Quick to the point. Smart. Well, I can't say. I said smart. I said let me not throw shade.
Hey, you would do it the same way if you had those systems, K Mega. You know that.
Well, I still got my PlayStation 4. It's right here. Look at that.
Hey, I'm talking about the PS1 and PS2 and PS3. You do it the same way.
I got the PlayStation 1 Mini right here, but I'm not going to open that thing. So.
No, I'm talking about the original one with the disc and the memory card and the controller. I got all that.
Oh, I don't have. Yeah,
I got the one and the PlayStation 2 and 3. I got the
PlayStation 2 in my closet.
Oh, there you go. That's all you need.
But things are better on the emulator. But anyway, okay, all right, let me move on. D, what do you think about this? I know this sounds like a lot of savings to you, so I know that you're going to jump all over this. So, which package are you gonna get and support Sony?
Just another bill, D. It's just another bill.
Just another bill. I mean, listen, just add that.
You setting me up because you know good and well.
She said what?
I'm not. So okay.
Oh,
I'm being very honest. This is not something
You
that
gonna
I
get
am
this
interested
shit.
in.
You gonna
No,
get
I'm good.
this.
So here are my concerns with this. And this is just me personally.
She's just concerned, Sony,
I'm not.
that she doesn't know which package she's going to get yet. It's victory. Okay, go ahead.
So I am not getting this. I have no plans to get it. And I'm not saying nobody else should. I'm not saying it's not a great value if it's done correctly. I'm not saying any of that. Because my thing is this, y'all know me. Just because something's not for me, I'm not going to admonish somebody else for doing the same. The same way that I would hope, but it's not reality, that I wouldn't get admonished for using Game Pass, even though I do anyway. And I get called a welfare gamer. I am not
What?
going to do it.
Oh yeah,
You've never
welfare
heard that
gamer.
term?
No.
Girl, yes. So there are people, of course, internet only. There are people on Twitter specifically that refer to people who utilize Game Pass, whether it is PC or Xbox, as welfare gamers because they don't buy their games. That's just their logic. They call it. It's the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. But anyway. But if this is implemented well, I'm still listen. I'm gonna just make it plain. I'm still salty with Sony. I don't have PlayStation Plus, and PlayStation Now is the reason why they banned my account. They don't. The cloud saves are not permanent and cannot be retrieved. Meaning, if your shit lapses by a day, all of those saves are gone. I really don't feel like doing anything of giving them any money of any kind where I have to in the back of my mind be extra vigilant that they're not going to fuck up. And that's just that just is what it is. If they put their stuff day and day in there, great. That'll help people be able to play, have some affordability, and that's cool. If this is the only way that they're doing backwards compatibility in any shape or form, I think that's fucked up too. Which I don't think it's going to be backwards compatibility. I think it's going to be you can access older games, which is not the same as backwards compatibility. It's a paywall. Let's just call a spade a spade. But no, I will not be participating in whatever Spartacus has to offer. I'm actually really ambivalent about even buying anything further on my PlayStation. And that's not because I'm salty. That's because I don't know what they're going to do. I now have two accounts, and navigating two accounts is a headache because one account has all my games on it, but I can't access online. And then the other account, I do have access, but it's a headache. It's a major headache. And it honestly is just my Grand Theft machine at this point. I just play the old school Grand Theft on it and whatever other games that I have access to because all of those save files are gone. So every game I had, I have to start fresh. So it's just like I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything additional with my PlayStation right now. So I hope it works out for people that are looking forward to it. The tiers are fair and all that good stuff, but I'm not going to be participating.
All right, fair enough. All right, now let's talk to the PlayStation Nintendo vet. Let's go. She knows what she likes and she knows what she wants, and I know that she's going to want Spartacus. So why don't you just go ahead and let us know, Robs, which package you are going to support?
It would be depends on a library because I never got into PlayStation Now, and yeah, and I had
that's what she
damn,
said so far.
and I had PlayStation Plus for years, and I have already a huge library of games that I barely play. So like it depends because I'm a JRPG girl. If they have any of the classic JRPGs that I never played, I never had a PlayStation 2. I never had a PS1. So if they have like anything that's available in like the golden age of JRPGs on there, I will be all for it. If it has a library that I don't care too much for, I'll probably pass. I have a PS3. I have a Vita. That library already set. I even bought some PS1, PS2 classics. Right now, my Vita is like a Persona system at this point. So, because it's like the only access I can have right now.
Persona 3, and the other Persona.
Yeah, Persona 3 and 4.
Hey, Rob, here's a question on that. What if you still have to pay for your PSN, then pay? See, Sony's slick like that. You still got to pay your PSN.
Oh, yeah, that's why
you have to pay for that other stuff, unlike Microsoft, who lets you just put that in a $15 a month package.
I do think that, well, you're asking her, so go ahead and answer that question.
What would you think about that? Highway robbery.
If it's not included in Plus, I probably will not get it.
There you go.
Or if they have like another package where it is included for like a year, maybe less.
That'll be their premium. That'll probably be their premium.
But yeah, see, I'm cheap.
Nah,
I'm a cheap date.
You thrifty.
And if it's not on sale, well, if I can't get it for $3.99.
Okay, now you starting to sound like an Indiana girl, chicken and beer.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
I do like chicken. I do like to embrace the stereotype. So.
See, she's from Chicago. She know what I'm talking about.
Harold's is my favorite chicken.
Oh, I love me some Harold's, boy.
Oh my God!
Harold's, I know. Really back. Sauce on that.
Really back. We're gonna have a food episode or something because I just don't know what's happening.
Hey, Rob, and you say please put some extra sauce on that.
Nothing like a cashier with an attitude that has good chicken.
I know, right? When they're nice to you, that's when you know you don't want that Harold.
That part
I don't want
that. Because they has been busy and they tired and they don't want to see nobody else and they're like,
he ain't from Chicago.
Like what you want?
He don't understand.
Yeah, like what you want. Hey man, I want my chicken with extra
exotic butters.
Now get your ass in there to start cooking. Anyway,
like
come on, man.
I want a quarter. Oh, you talking about them gizzards? That's what you talking about.
Oh hell no! I don't mess with the gizzards. That's my son.
That old food right there. That's that old good gizzards.
Hey, I didn't like gizzards until I started working in Cabrini Green, and there was a gizzards place down the street.
Age threshold. That's when you started liking gizzards.
I told you I worked for Chicago Housing Authority, and there was a gizzards place, and this old man introduced me to gizzards back in the day, man. I was like, this fire. Shut up.
Okay, all right. So Rob, what would it take for you to want to join to be a part of this service? What Sony has to do in order for you to say, look, I'm all in. I want to do the maximum package, $16 a month.
If they have like a good library that interests me, I might get it. I don't know.
Let everybody else be the guinea pig, right, Rob?
Yeah, I'll wait until, like, if it's popping, then I like, okay. Or if I like the library, I like, okay.
Bro, Abacab, stop it. Cut your keyboard off. You said Chicago got the best barbecue. Stop it.
Actually, yeah, we can.
Bro, no, hush your mouth. Bro, can nobody fuck with Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi.
Boy, if you go by the ratings, if you go by the barbecue ratings, Kansas City is rated with the best barbecue in the United States.
Yeah, bro, Kansas City is right above where? Oklahoma, right there. It ain't.
When's the last time you been to Kansas City?
What'd you say?
When's the last time you been to Kansas City?
About 2 years ago. I got family out there. So
but did you get barbecue?
Got barbecue out there. It's all right. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't slapping like it is out here.
I have to introduce Texas. I have to introduce that man to I-57.
You can talk about fish and pasta. You got it. But boy, you talk
get that rib tip combo with the hot links, girl.
Barbecue.
With the hot link.
Oh yeah, and they be too big.
Y'all don't know about that with the Polish sausage
in there
and brisket, tender meat.
It's thickums.
Y'all don't know about that.
And they got
telling you.
I see, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to get done out of here. We
Chicago
people hungry
will make you fat as hell. So
you know what I'm saying? So well, I am fat as hell, so I know. That's what I'm telling you. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm fat as hell.
So you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I'm this big. Boy, the food is out here. Boy, you don't know. Bro, Abacab, I ain't got to look it up. I don't even care to look it up.
You're right, Abacab, because my father was from Memphis. Most of the people came from Memphis. Me and my buddy at work was talking about this, and these are Memphis people. They said most of the people that used to make good ribs and barbecue down here in Memphis, they all went up north.
So you think, did you not look at to see the consensus of why those black folks has come back to the South? Come on now. Y'all got to
come back to the South because of the weather.
Hell no. It's been way more than that.
Back to the South because it's cheaper.
Yeah, because it's cheaper out here.
Memphis,
and on top of that, like, look, I don't even want to hear nothing from anybody from any east side of the coast. I mean, we've had this conversation before.
Y'all got flat pizza that you roll up.
Hey, y'all sit here and I'm saying, man, what's up? I remember I went to Lemon and I was like, hey, man, let's go get some biscuits and gravy when I was in California with
Lord.
And one of them said, what the hell is that? I said, man, you don't know what no damn biscuits and gravy is? I'm like, bro, I'm done.
Biscuits and
gravy.
I don't
know what that is.
That's the shit.
Okay.
With sausage gravy? Ooh, man.
Jeez.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
You do get one more topic. Remember, in your thing, you showed Shadow Warriors on PlayStation in your description.
I did, but that was talking about the service because Shadow Warriors is going to be one of the games that's coming on to the Spartacus service. So I wanted to get deep into it, but everybody want to talk about food, so we just might as well just keep it moving, get on.
You're so wrong on so many levels sometimes.
I am. But if you want to talk about Shadow Warriors before we get out of here, please do, sir, because I know you're excited for it. It looks great.
Oh, I can't wait for it.
I do want to. That was the game that I wanted to get, but I got, like I said, I succumbed to the throat needle and got Elden Ring. So now I gotta sit here and try to, look at this situation like, damn.
I'm paying the $80 for the Shadow Warriors Ultimate, though. I want that.
But you already got the other two games, so why would you want to pay?
I want Shadow Warriors 3. But
you pay the $50 and get Shadow Warriors 3 because the deluxe is for 1 and 2. And we both got 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just saw the price. Yeah. I didn't read through all that. I was glancing through it. Okay. I'll just pay the $50 for the other one. That'll work.
Other Z, you don't know what you're talking about either.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, thank you. Rain, he said the South is full. No more vacancies. No more vacancies. We don't need no more of y'all people on the coast. Y'all stay out there. Wait for Russia to send some kind of damn missile out y'all way. And we go ahead and just...
that many people in the chat can't be wrong, K-Mega. Come on.
Trust me, there's only like 3 people that said talk about Chicago.
You gotta count me and Rob's, dude. Come on.
Shit, 3, 4, 5 people. You know what I'm saying? By the end of this week, I'm gonna start letting you know what these people in the chat will say. By the end of next week,
oh my God,
anywhere from 700 to 1,600 people that listen, and they will definitely sit there and let you know that this shit was that.
Okay, you know what you do?
That is bullshit.
You put in your chat which city has the best ribs: Chicago, Oklahoma, Kansas City, and Texas.
Chicago against the South. Who wins in barbecue?
Y'all put coleslaw on everything y'all eat, man.
Who put coleslaw and everything we
They do that down here in Memphis. I'm like, that's disgusting. Coleslaw's supposed to be on the side.
People like coleslaw. I'm not a coleslaw
in a little bitty ass cup.
In a little bit of cup.
Yeah. You put no.
Dude, down here they put it on their sandwiches, their hot dogs, everything.
That honey glaze on that motherfucking chicken and on our
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Boy, Liz, come on, man. Get out of here, man.
I know. I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with that honey glaze.
There's a reason why the South is the fattest in the country. Shit, y'all ain't eating like that.
Is now. People be eating good food, bro.
Shit.
In Chicago, I lost a lot of weight coming down here because I don't like their food.
Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Ray said, what about the Chinese spare ribs? Bruh, tell me about it. There's a place called the Mandarin that I have to drive. I drive a little distance to go to the Mandarin and pick that boy with that broccoli and
that's dog you
broccoli
eat.
Beef and that Hawaiian chicken. Lord, anyway, okay. We better get
oh my God.
Robs, I do appreciate it. Hopefully this isn't the last time that we get to see you, man, because you was a lot of fun. You perked up our girl D. You know what I'm saying? She was she did it again. She was like, oh, just one of those days. Why don't I wanna be
tired, bro. Tired.
Yeah, and then she just and then you come talking about stuff.
Is that how you sound on Lips?
What?
When he plays the game Lips all the time on the 360.
I be hitting them notes, boy. I be hitting them notes on Lips, boy. I be sing that Marvin Gaye. Okay, I ain't gonna do it. Anyway.
Oh no.
Where can they find you? Lots of geek. Really do appreciate it, man. Like I said, I hope this isn't the last time, man, because it sounds like we had a lot of fun with you on the show, and then of course, Dee, she really enjoyed herself as well.
Thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Dee, for inviting me, my sis. I am Rob's a Geek on PlayStation and Xbox. Twitter, I am Sherlock2G. You can follow me. I'm shit post about cats and games and anime. Also, and I like a good mess. Dino. And also, my favorite game is Destiny 2. I would like to shout out my clan, Hoo-Ha.
Hoo-Ha.
Is who? Yeah, who? It's like 3 who's and 3 ha's, but Hoo-Ha is short.
What?
I did not name it.
Why does that sound like that?
Is it a bunch of ladies or is it
No, it's a mixed bag. Like,
bro, I cannot be a dude being in a group. Hey, what group you in?
That's like the Cat in the Hat. Thing one.
Hey, bro, come join my clan. Hoo-Ha.
What the fuck was that?
Oh,
but it's who ha. I think my friend E-Right said it's a Halo reference. I'm not sure.
Really?
Yes, I think so. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's if you looking for an active clan in Destiny 2, you can join us.
Xbox or PC? Firebird is asking.
We have everyone. We mainly have PlayStation, but we have everyone Xbox, PC in our clan.
Okay.
So if you're looking for an active clan, you can join us. These are my friends. I don't see them as like my gamer friends, my online friends. I see them as people that I know for years and love very dearly. And shout out to them. E-Rice, Letters, and I. Yeah, D got on me about the name. I didn't name it.
Yeah, that's just it. I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear that name Hoo-Ha, it's just like, I'm like, okay.
Like,
I'm thinking of Green Acres.
It'd be like a pocketbooks.
I'm thinking of Green Acres right now, man.
I ain't thinking about no Green Acres. I ain't thinking about what I'm saying. I mean, when I think about that, but the whole when you said, "Oh no, there's dudes in the party," that turned it all off. But when you said it at first, I was like, "Giggity, whoop." But anyway,
no tap.
Don't do my people's man.
All right, Sir X-Man, where can they find your goofy ass at, bro? Thank you for coming on, man. Really appreciate
Asshole. Calling me goofy. What the fuck? Oh, well, this Sunday morning that comes up, I'm going to be with Noof Nukem on Good Morning. And yeah, I got my camera ready.
Oh, you gonna show that bald head on him, huh?
I look good with that bald head. Don't even diss me. But
I'm damn sure he gonna give you the props. What'd you say?
What? Bro, what
no
are you
diggity,
talking about, man?
No dap, K-Mega, all right? But you can find me on Xbox. It's spelled exactly how it's spelled on the show. You can find me on Twitter if you search for me like it's spelled here. If not, you can type in Sir X-Man1 on Twitter. And on Twitch, I am Sir X-Man1. I like streaming older games sometimes. So it all depends on which one. Lately, I've been streaming SSX3 and been loving it. So I might go do some more Project Gotham Racing 3. Other than that, that's about it.
All right. And last but not least, D. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Where can they find you at?
Wake up.
I'm on.
I know, right?
I'm on. Hold on. Wait. Okay, so sorry. I am on Xbox. I am on Xbox at Kirby Titan. I am on Twitter and PlayStation at Gingy's Mom. And every once in a while, I am on Twitch at DMarieB, all lowercase, no spaces. I'll be chilling every once in a while, streaming a little something. And on the GRG podcast at 9 p.m. Fridays.
It's not the Lord's time. You should say 8 p.m. because that's the Lord's time.
He's
Actually,
not in the Central Time Zone, dude.
Central Time Zone. Always
She's in the Eastern Time Zone.
Which is the Lord's time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just let me know.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least 3 of us are in the Central Time Zone.
So.
Unfortunately.
I gotta do this for Sir X-Man before I get out of here.
Oh God.
I'm a 14-year-old, but my boobs are huge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming on through. Really do appreciate it. As usual, for the people who will check us out later, man, definitely appreciate you guys. I am working on trying to get because I've had quite a few people hit me up and ask me, what happened for Devin the Gamer and for GRG not being back on Spotify? You know what I'm saying? Bills had to be paid, things had to be done, my mom had to be taken care of, so I had to take care of those responsibilities. So we'll get back to doing that here as soon as possible. So do not worry. If I have the time, I will sit here and try to see if I can go back and put the episodes in that was missed. But there's no guarantees for that, you know, because sometimes I'm lazy and I just want to play some games and then do some other things. So anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much. And remember, and shout out to everybody in Ukraine, man. Golly, my heart goes out to them. Man, that's some crazy shit out there. But let's not forget also that there's a lot of other people out there in the world that's being oppressed as we know it too. So as we can see on television how, you know, how they're getting invaded and my heart goes out to them. But let's not forget about everybody else in the world that goes through it too, and that's being oppressed in a smaller place. So, you know, we got a lot of things that we need to do, not healing in the world, man. So let's not forget about them. But
they fighting back though. Shout out to them.
Oh, they tough. They tough.
They listen.
They no pushovers.
They tough. Did you see the old? Did you see that old lady? Did you see the old lady that passed him some seed? Yeah. That was some gangster shit. Yeah, she said what you doing in this country? What you doing here? Now she cussed him out. He was like, lady. They said, man, we don't want to start no escalation. She says, take these seeds so they can grow into sunflowers and they can turn into flowers when you die on this.
Hey, did you hear about the pilot that dropped out of the shot plane and he didn't even know he was invading? He was just following orders and he said, I didn't know we were attacking you guys. Because they shot his plane down and he parachuted down.
And I would have said that too, because they were about to put the hands on his ass deliciously. They were about to put some hands on him.
No, Putin honestly did not tell them, dude. They did not tell them what they were doing.
So
they gangster. I'm sorry.
They thugs
They
out there.
ain't taking this shit laying down.
Let's just hope
you gotta give them props.
let's just all hopes it ends and doesn't go any further.
Oh no, Putin already threatened Finland, talking about don't join NATO. Like he tripped. That man
he's threatened nuclear.
He threatened nuclear shit.
Strikes.
Then
If anyone can involved.
Yeah, and then little old France gonna sit here and talk about we got nuclear weapons too. Looking at United States and England and shit like I know y'all got the big like bro, come on now, stop that. I got some gaming to do. I ain't trying to get blown up today. So you know what I'm saying? Calm down.
I gotta catch up on my shows.
Right, that's what I do. Like shit,
gotta play the next Tomb Raider. Don't play with me, bro.
I'm waiting for Tekken versus Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, let me finish the Witch Queen campaign. Damn.
Yeah, I gotta wait on Bloody Roar game. Come on, man.
Oh my God. Okay, now we do it too much. Thank you guys. Have a good night. God bless y'all, man. See y'all guys next week. Peace. Oh yeah,
I'll be safe now.
Yeah, Fight Night Sunday, and I'll be streaming tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be doing.
You'll be doing Elden Rings, you said, right?
I'll be playing Elden Rings. Also, Monday we'll be doing finally because me and Crispy finally got the date right. We'll be doing Fight Night 101 Monday evening
at 5 o'clock. I heard you guys
at 5 o'clock. So
4 o'clock your time.
Yeah, 4 o'clock my time. So the Lord's time. So we'll see what Crispy will be about that work. All right, guys. Good night. Let's go.